All right, fellows. I think it's time to begin. Hello, everybody. If you do not know me, my name is Noble Crumpet. I stream art on Tuesdays and games on Thursdays, and on Sundays, I stream TTRPGs with my friends. That's today. We're playing Blades in the Dark, our continuing adventure through our previous D&D world, so a high fantasy sort of setting. And this is like the fourth game, I think. We've done 3 missions. We're going to try and do a bunch of more heists today. Let's see what our allies are doing.
It's neither. I don't think if you're trying to do projectiles for fishing, you're going to do very well.
And we're live.
Basically,
Fishing with bows.
at that point,
And harpoons.
That was a very interesting conversation that you interrupted.
I know,
How
I
dare
always-
you, DM.
I always like to see exactly what we're talking about. I did not have projectile fishing on my bingo card.
Well, we have to get our produce somehow
it's
in
called
the United States.
I know
it's
there's-
called Metalocalypse. It's called a grocery store, you douchebag.
So, how you guys doing?
Could
As well
be
as you
better.
can.
Hungry?
Hungry? Hungry for heists? Heists?
No, sushi.
Hungry like hippos.
I
I'm
ate
fine.
40
I
bucks
have-
worth of it.
Yeah, it's your
Pretty
fault.
good.
That's why I'm hungry for sushi.
I'm having
Yeah.
apple crisp and vanilla ice cream. I'm perfectly fine.
Nope, why I'm
God,
hungry.
you all are eating such good things.
I despise you, Dan. How dare you?
It's like homemade too.
Ugh. And here I am with my fucking leftover rice. Shut up.
All we had was fucking beef bulgogi bowl. But, oh well.
It was a rice.
So wait,
bowl
it's
with
like
beef.
all we had was she's going about. Oh, well, Jay's going like all I had was rice. It's like all I had was rice plus meat.
I
Boy,
know.
my life is sure bad.
Alright, so. Do you guys remember what happened last time?
We
stole
got our
some shit.
asses kicked, but we stole some shit, and there were fireworks somewhere.
That's
You're
true.
welcome.
And nobody died.
You guys got a shipment in from the vintners. They were trying to send it to the Corellan Crusade, and you made away with it, but not before some interference from some mages from the Quiet.
I was
A
gonna say, we pissed off a
thorn-wielding...
cult.
Yeah, you pissed off a cult of some sort. You don't know exactly what their deal is yet, but they certainly tried to freeze you. They tried to thorn you. You guys made a Tensor's floating disc escape, and one of you lit yourself on fire. Good job, Ebenezer. So now
That's
you're
trauma.
traumatized and reckless. When does the trauma go away? That's the neat part. It doesn't. All right.
Yay.
So
He just likes fire more than he used to.
honestly, it's great because it gives you more opportunities to get XP when you're traumatized. And the spirit of Blades in the Dark is to play your scoundrel like you stole a car. So just try to keep that in the back of your minds, I suppose. Oh man, what rumors did I give you at the end of the last session? Anybody got any
Mm.
hints?
Some cat pissed off Sebastian.
That's true. Your
Yeah, that-
extortionist Grace met up with your brother and asked you to meet up with them. You also heard that Edelon Groves would love if you would get rid of the Dark Mantles.
Yes, that's what it was. And we're all like, we're not touching them. I'll go punch him.
And you
Sounds
also are
gross.
aware that the Cult of Cania has taken hold in the Royal Baths, which is where Sebastian visited for a brief moment. So, what are you guys up for first? Street brawl with the Dark Mantles, invading the bathhouse, or meeting
Sebastian
up
has
with
to have
Grace?
a conversation with Sophia over here.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
ignore
do
that
it.
and we can go
No,
punch
we're
some
not.
dark mantles. Okay.
Sebastian seems to be pressing the issue, so I guess we will.
Sophia, I had a guest, or one of your acquaintances, I believe, confront me in my skibbies while I'm trying to do my relaxation after our performance the other day. And they did this thing that I am not really fond of where
Whoa,
they
hey!
threaten my life.
Oh, okay, thank God. I thought you were gonna start going into details I did not want to know.
No, not. There's a lot of ways to get in my pants. That was not one of them.
I don't. Seb, no. Alright, who's this person? There's a lot of shit
I don't
in
know.
this
It was
city.
a tabaxi of woman, Grace. Was it? I think her name was. I don't remember. I was very flustered. I forgot a lot of details.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, don't worry about her.
So they told me, well, here's the thing. I do, because it was my life they were threatening if you didn't pay. So how are we going to handle them?
Well, if you say that they threaten your life, I'm gonna go kick their ass real quick.
Well, yeah, they threatened me. I got flustered. I may not have threatened them. It was, a whole tidbit.
Yeah, I believe your response was no you.
No, yeah, there was some. You know how I get. I'm just trying to have my pleasure time,
I don't.
and then I get interrupted.
I don't need to know about your bubble baths.
It's a very expensive bubble bath. We worked hard for that. Well, I worked hard. You guys kind of, yeah.
I gave you the money to go.
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
How much more do you owe this Grace?
It's an ongoing thing. I was talking about it with Allie earlier. But she basically knows what's up with your family, and she's going to use her celebrity to ruin you and end you if you don't keep paying her. She's basically blackmailing your family.
Okay.
Trying to keep in her good favors?
It
Doesn't
sounds
always
like
work
she
In
out.
her
wants.
good graces.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like she wants to be the opening act in my performance next time.
Is this a magic trick, or is this a new show?
Oh, this is going to be a brand new show.
Okay, because there was a lot of stuffed animals and they're all missing heads, so I'm just making sure.
No, not that. I was a kid when that happened.
Trauma memories. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. New show. Great. I'm excited.
All right, I'll work on some things.
Should we include everyone else or keep this to ourselves?
If need be, we'll include them.
Okay.
But for
Okay.
now, we can deal with what are these darker mantles? They sound gooey.
Very punchable.
Don't,
Yeah, I may be
I
a
don't want to
consultant
deal
on this one.
with fucking clowns.
Clowns. Alright, well,
Want to
Go
fight
into-
clowns? I don't want to fight clowns.
yeah, we should go talk with everyone so we can go fight clowns. Look, I've got a lot of, I don't know, unresolved issues.
Daddy
Better.
Oh,
No! Yes, but no. Just unresolved issues going on. And I can distract myself by hurting them and we can get some shit. It'd be great.
yes, you distract yourself by punchy. I distract myself by warm baths, and my bath was disrupted.
What do you want me to say? Sorry?
That would be a good start.
Ebenezer walks in.
As I walk over and I'm
Oh
gonna,
my
I'm gonna
God, you're-
flick Sebastian in the ear like, sorry.
My
There,
God,
make it
I
better.
think I have a lady for those that has a skincare treatment for those burns of yours.
I'm gonna look
but-
around and it's like, oh, you're talking to me.
The
Well, that was
only other
rude.
one that burned themselves and scarred themselves. Yes.
Oh, that's rude. Lousy judgmental.
All right. Well, let's gather the crew.
You gather the rest of your team. It sounds like there's vague interest in roughing up the Dark Mantles for Edelon Groves.
Unless
I'd be
anyone has
fu-
another idea.
I'd be fine with that, but I probably would have been while they're doing stuff trying to see if I could contact the person that we killed to see if they could tell me anything else about the Quiet, since we ran into them twice now.
You attempt to contact them, but their spirit has since passed on. However, we could try to gather information on the Quiet. That's who you wanted to target, right?
Yeah, because I'm a little freaked out that they are actually doing shit and we ran into them.
Sure. How do you want to try to contact them? Or try to
Um,
gather info on them?
You know, you could write a letter to them asking to join, and then they can probably give you a pamphlet.
I'm a medium. I'm probably just going around trying to see if I can ask spirits in the area if they saw anything about the quiet, since the other spirits seem to know about it.
Alright. I think we'll call that... I think we'll still call that survey, because you're
That's fine.
going around. You're using magic to do it, but you're definitely, like, surveying for information.
I'm still hitting the streets, but I'm just hitting a different demographic.
Alright. And outside of a score, just assume that it's risky standard.
Okay. I'm terrible at this. Want to stein none. Nope, failed.
Alright. You can't find that much information about the quiet. I'm gonna say that this has perhaps alerted them a little bit that somebody is asking around about them.
I can talk to spirits?
Well, that being said, they do
Okay.
have a magical bent about them.
Okay, that is fair.
They have noticed that their name has come up in divinations lately.
Alright.
Not that you guys need to know that, but
Mm-hmm.
just something to increase the dramatic tension.
Okie dokie. Alright,
Uh,
and then I guess when you run into me, I'm in the middle of like a little minor seance thing, and they're like, wait,
Little
what's going
bit
on?
of a seance. Reed, you walk in on Tiny Tim during a seance.
Ugh.
You hear something?
Reed
Anything?
rolls his eyes, ties his designer scarf around his neck in like a little bow, and then goes off to find Sophia.
You just get
Ah,
a
Reed and
bullshit
Tim
bullshit
interact. Ugh. I'm gonna go talk to someone else.
I'm just there,
It's-
like, just muttering to myself, it looks like.
It's okay, I just thought it was funny. Alright, the rest of your team gathers. Tim is a little late.
Is that meme of like do a 360 and walk away?
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
the old guy from The Simpsons.
I come
Someone
in,
asked me where Tiny Tim is, and he's like, he's doing his ghosty thing. I don't know. I didn't want to hang out. It was a little creepy.
Oh, bizarre.
hey, where'd you guys go? I had to put away the rest of Vanelle's stuff.
Sophia's sitting somewhere,
you
feet up
were
on
not-
the desk.
Reed looks at Tiny Tim as, you were not working. You were doing your little ghosty thing. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, Nell caught me, and that's why I'm late. So we're having a meeting or what?
I believe so. What are we doing today? And Reed finds an armchair, flops in it dramatically, and kicks up his feet. He knows he has competition for drama with Sebastian, so
he
he's
has to
trying,
kick it up a notch.
trying to kick it up a notch.
Dibs in the chair, I see.
We need to get a second chair.
Reed is just
Stat.
gonna pull Riker moments all day.
Riker. Alright,
I mean,
I think that if
we
you guys...
don't have to do anything. We could just sit here and work for an L all day like
No.
good people, and there we go. That's
We
the
need-
right
we
answer.
need money.
Perhaps.
We need money because
Yes, because apparently these.
heat on us.
Yes, especially since
Yeah.
these bathhouses are extremely expensive.
They sure are. They took at least a coin.
You know, you could just take a bath in like a normal cotton bath. tub,
Okay, what are we
right?
actually doing?
So, I was gonna say, if you want to target the Dark Mantles, that would probably need to start with a gather info. Otherwise, other options that you could do, you could go after the cult of Cania. You could also try to seize a claim. I did mention, like in our downtime, that there were some claims that would help you get more coin out of stuff, like terrorizing citizens or getting a fence for your group. That would just involve a low-level heist, kind of. Otherwise, you gotta have, 8 coin if you want to proceed to the next tier of your.
Okay, I say we improve the fence or whatever, so we can get more profit out of a job. I have no idea why we are I must have like lost the messaging, but like, why are we in beef with the Dark Mantle at all in the first place?
You aren't in beef with them. Clairthorn approached you guys. She's a contact with Edelon Groves, and she thought it would be mighty neighborly if you took down the Dark Mantle gang while they're busy with other things.
Okay, so
It's
it's
a
actually
contract,
not about the
essentially.
Dark Mantle. It's about the doing favor.
Yeah, it's a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dark Mantle is a gang. I thought it was physical Dark Mantles
No,
that we had to like remove from a dungeon.
no, they are
They're all
known
dark
by
napkins
the-
falling on you.
they are known by the Dork Vision Party.
They're known by the
we
Dark
don't,
Vision
Okay.
Party
reason
as-
meta-wise we don't want to deal with them is because they're Team Rocket
Basically.
They
or
got
Gilded
a
Calamitous
dragon.
Intent from Venture Brothers. One or the other.
Oh,
Either way, they're dramatic and they're annoying because of
The
it.
Oh, well, let's over dramatize with them.
No, we don't need
Let's
more.
outperform them.
I mean, when you say take out, are we attracting more heat, or are we just like scaring them off? Because that is a degree of difference.
Let's kill them all.
We sure that's gonna be fine? We already got a little bit of heat on us already.
Then we ignore them. We either ignore them or we purge them from existence. One or the other.
Or we take their shit and make them feel bad.
So we purge.
Look, it's not a purge. We don't need to kill people. See, the one thing about business in the underground is you kind of need people to do shit so you can take their shit. If you kill everyone, now you're gonna have to work instead of taking their shit. You wanna have to work?
This
Well,
is
you
the
could
job.
just try and extort them, like by roughing them up and then saying we'll
Take their
stop
shit.
roughing you up if you give us your lunch money.
Like a protection. Okay, we're doing a protection
Yeah. Think
Okay.
I can do a protection racket. You want spooky ghosts? We can do spooky ghosts. You guys can put on
Alright,
a
let's
show.
start protection record against them then.
My lord, you really love ghosts.
All right,
It's
Tim-
the one thing I got going for me.
let's
Tim can
try
do a
and gather
Scrooge
info.
thing.
Okay, what's the gather info?
Who wants to do it? And who, if anybody, would like to assist, they can with stress. It's just one stress to assist somebody.
I'll
I'll
assist.
assist.
Oh, okay.
I only have 2 stress, so I could take the burden.
I'm just not good at gathering information. I already did the last one.
What's the gathering information one again?
It doesn't matter, but it's usually survey or study or hunt or something like that. But
Basically,
just
how you
say
wanna-
how you would like
I
to
think
get information
I'll
on them.
do a hunt. I'll kind of gather information about, I don't know, like some of the big head honchos around the area.
Okay, we'll say that you're tracking
them.
somebody in
Yeah.
this case. So,
Scoping out the competition.
let's do a hunt roll. You're going to get a bonus die because Reed is helping you.
All right.
There's a car going by.
Aha.
Ooh, good. Good. That could have gone either way.
It could.
That's very useful that you helped there, Reed. Okay.
Yay!
So, I think from this, let's say that Reed, you talked to one of your. Oh wait, actually, I have one. Okay, so Sebastian, you tracked one of the Dark Mantle grunts into a tavern. Reed, what is your least favorite tavern in Elore?
Oh, whichever one Clara works at.
Sure, that's what I'm trying to determine.
Oh fuck, yeah. Oh gosh. Don't even-
Probably like the hole in the wall gross one, I would assume.
Yeah. What is the scummiest, diviest dive nearby?
Karash Thun's Den.
Okay, let's go there.
This place is murky and mucky. It looks like it could be like some sort of like sailor's bar. There's a gross smell of brine everywhere, and a thick coating of grime on every seat and every surface. It looks like it hasn't been washed in ages. But Sebastian, you have tracked a Dark Mantle grunt here. You're not sure what they were talking about, but you recognize the person that was helping them at the counter. Reed has mentioned knowing them before. Thinking that Reed could probably help with this situation, you bring in Reed. Reed, it's your faithful friend and rival, Clera. They're an Aarakocra, and when they see you coming, they wince. What do you want?
To get out of here as quickly as possible. So let's make us both happy and tell my good friend whatever he wants to know.
Have you
Zap.
heard of a mop? My god, there's peanut shells everywhere.
Listen, it's the only thing that I can get to bring myself to a semblance of what I once was. Reed, I am sick to death of your presence here. If you want me to talk, you're going to have to give me something in return.
What do you want?
That depends what you have to give.
I
Listen,
already offered to leave as soon as possible. You want something else? I can certainly hang around. Remember karaoke night? I can do that again.
oh, so you're threatening me with your presence. Okay. You've already cursed me into this pact with your daddy dearest. I'm not going to just take this lying down.
Well, it's your choice. We want something on the dark mantles. Do they hang around here?
Maybe one came nearby. I won't deny talking to one recently.
Hmm, okay, useful. Do you know when they'll be back?
I know what they were up to, and I think I know what you're planning. I'm not going to give it to you. Not for at least a coin.
Reed looks to Sebastian and is like, well, it's your call how much you want the information. I can certainly help myself to a drink and start like whipping up Freebird. I know how much you love that song.
Ugh. You just taunt me. Taunt me. You keep taunting me. Just because you turned me into a fucking bird.
Oh, you mean you
You
weren't
make it
born
so
like that?
easy.
Listen.
Also, there could be worse things you could be turned into. You could be a toad.
I don't like being a bird. I was escaping from someone, and your friend here offered me a way out. They said that their patron could help. I didn't realize their patron was a celestial coatl or whatever the fuck it is. And now I have wings. And a bird face to pack it all off.
Sweetie, I did you a favor. That old nose of yours, those teeth, ooh, now you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yes, no, nobody's going to recognize me now that I'm a different species. Now I won't get assassinated. Thank you very much. And I
You're
can't even lie
welcome.
anymore.
Well, honestly, again, I did you a favor. The best lies are told with the truth. People love lying to themselves.
With that, truthfully, I would like 2 coin.
Okay,
Oh,
you'll get
sorry.
one and like it.
I'm gonna do a fortune
I can
roll to
keep
see if he goes
talking.
with it. I'm gonna say he goes for it. Alright. Fine. Just stay off of the stage, Reed. The Dark Mantles are planning an attack on the Marlins. They needed to know who they could bribe to keep the streets clear. The attack's going down tomorrow. You'll need to hurry.
Ah, splendid. Okay, thank you.
The pleasure is all yours.
Always is.
Alright, he just goes back to polishing his glasses.
Alright,
Okay.
Sebastian had brought in a coin from the vault just in case, so.
Awesome. You hand him a satchel of gold for the information. He tells you that the Marlins are under the Dark Mantle's target, so the Dark Mantles are going to be occupied and weathered from combat and exposed at the same time if you can show up at the right time tomorrow. It's going down in Middledreg. Sorry, in Middledreg of the Undercroft, which is up here. It's going on at a drug den that is owned by the Marlins.
We can't tell Tiny Tim that little detail, but I think the rest of it should go pretty swimmingly.
All right. What's your guys' approach for this? So, approaches include an assault, a deception, a stealth, some sort of occult method. I know ghosts were mentioned. A social mission. Transport probably doesn't apply.
I mean, so we are just trying to threaten them, right?
Yeah,
Generally.
with a little bit of violence to make
So
the
I
point
say,
stick.
it's got to be social then, right? Because if we're threatening, we're not doing actual like, we're not trying to beat the shit out of them for reals.
I mean, you could. That would threaten them. You just don't need to kill them. In fact, killing will add more heat to the score.
So we're doing social, right?
I like a cult.
You always like a cult. That's why you don't get a vote.
I'll note that you get extra XP if you do a battle, extortion, sabotage, or smash and grab.
Extortion, then.
I think we should extort them. That's what we're
Yeah,
doing.
why not?
Okay. So, what is your approach?
Yeah, we
I
didn't.
think we track them and then have the burly guys go up front.
I didn't
So
ask for your
what was-
plan. I'm asking, are you attacking them? Are you sneaking? Are you deceiving them? Are you doing something occult? Or are you socializing with them, just going up and talking to them?
I like
Um,
socializing.
So
Are
we're
we?
socializing.
Yeah. We're hitting them after they're done with their job, right? So they're already exhausted and their resources are tapped.
What job are they doing?
They're attacking a drug den. The street's going to be locked down during that time. The best time would be if you could get in to that street, like during the conflict.
Do we want to get involved in the direct trade? Because that's gonna entangle us.
I was assuming we'd get in afterwards, after they kind of finish their job, and then they're all tired and wounded, and then we swoop in.
Okay.
Yeah. Wouldn't social be more like showing up at wherever their like
Right.
little their HQ would be and just being like, "Hey, I heard you had a fun time today."
All
Do
right.
we not know where they actually are located?
You don't really know where they're located very much. You just know where they're going to be. They probably go home and take off all their costumes at home. So this is them out in the open. Also, if they succeed, then they're going to knock the Marlins down a peg and take some stuff for themselves. They're actually increasing their hold and their tier by doing this. So if you let them go through with it, they'll be harder to extort.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Be so much
Just 'cause
easier if we
they're-
just murdered them. What?
Just because they're harder to extort doesn't mean they aren't impossible to extort.
That's true.
And it would take down the Marlins.
They would also have more stuff on them.
Yeah,
we
so
can
I
actually
say we just
extort
go
them
through with that.
stuff.
Yeah.
And we get to the Marlins before they actually do,
That's interesting.
and like give them a lending hand
Do we
for
want to be friends with them?
I don't know.
You guys are scum. You can be friends with anybody.
I know.
It's more of a question of like internal group dynamic, not mechanical. one.
Marlins, right?
Yeah, the Marlins are a smuggling ring. They
There they
used to
are.
work
So
for
they
the
are
vintners,
two.
but they went on their own.
So the Marlins are a 2, the Dark Mantles are a 1.
Yep, they would basically swap places.
You know what? Maybe we just hop the Marlins, that way we can entrap the Dark Man. Because if they think they're going after the Marlins and we show up to basically back them up, then they'll be in a bad position to negotiate. We could also even play it off as like, hey, you're trying to bully these guys. Well, you can't do that on our turf or something.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I think just kind of getting in with the Marlins just to screw over the Dark Mantles will kind of help, I believe.
And eventually we'll screw over the Marlins and, step up.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to be friends with them forever.
Yeah. Just,
Makes sense.
okay.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we
friends don't
camp
last
out
forever.
with we hide out
No.
with the Marlins and confront them as soon as they show up to be like, hey, not on our turf.
Okay, that sounds like an assault because you're ready for battle.
Yeah, I think so.
That still fits with our MO.
Okay,
Yeah,
and your
we're-
point of attack is you're going to be inside of the drug den with the Marlins.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got the detail, you've got the engagement. Let's set up an engagement roll. God, I have part of the song stuck in my head. It's an engagement,
Oh.
not a
Because it's
law.
Dark Mantles, I was thinking, I wanna be the very best.
Ah.
It's fucking Pokemon in my head.
Wrong
Alright.
song. It's Team Rocket's theme.
It's still Pokemon.
Base fortune roll, 1 dice. Operation is particularly bold. I guess so. If there's going to be combat breaking out.
Guess it depends on if the Marlins like us or not.
Exposes a vulnerability of the target or hits them where they're weakest. I think so, kind of. I don't know if it's a weakness, but you're getting... Actually, no. Friends or contacts are providing aid. Let's say you get a die for that, because you're getting the help of the Marlins. Target is a lower tier, no. Okay, disadvantages. Operation is overly complex or contingent on factors. No, you're hitting people. Target is strong against this approach. I don't know. I don't think so. Enemies or rivals are interfering? No. Target is higher tier. Yes, they are. You guys are tier 0. So we'll go down to 2 dice. Okay. Engage. A 4. That's a partial success. So you're in a risky position when the action starts. As opposed to like a controlled position or getting past the first obstacle.
Right.
But you're not in a desperate position. So that's good. Right now. Baby, it's all right now. Oh,
Low rider gonna get engagement.
Ugh.
Brother, you have a frog in your throat.
All right. You guys head down to this drug den. It doesn't really have a name, at least not outwardly, but it is run by a elf named Rizzo, and she is cautious when you guys approach. Who are you people? What do you want?
We heard some interesting information and wanted to lend a hand.
You wanted to lend a hand. Do you have any idea whose bar you've just stepped into?
Big
Fishes.
fish,
Little fishes, I heard.
pointy noses.
The minnows is the little fish.
Right. Well, if you're insistent on helping, why don't you roll social to see if you can convince this person that you're
Sway?
worth their time? Yeah, we'll call it sway.
Can we mention that we were encouraged by our... I can't think of the right word. The fucking
Associates?
Edelongros.
Yeah. our
Associates, purveyors, patron, yeah.
Wait, why does Rizzo look familiar?
She should.
They were in the thingy, but I forgot what their role was.
Wait, they did
they're-
the Underdark thing with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. They
Yeah.
were an
Oh.
herbologist.
That's what it
Fuck
was. I was trying to
yeah.
remember their position.
Hell yeah, Rizzo. Good for you.
Good for you. You found something to do with all those Underdark
yeah, you're
shrooms.
A drug lord. Yeah, what a
Way to go. I am
Wait,
the
they're
one
drug
who
lords.
knocks.
Maybe I can get a contact.
Okay, so You're trying to
Risky
leverage a
standard?
contact?
Later. I'll do that if we succeed.
Okay. Then let's do sway. It sounds like Reed, you were the one talking.
Yeah.
You want me to assist just to give you some extra boost?
Sure.
How are you
All right, I'll
assisting?
assist.
Mention our patron.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
There you
I'll
go.
just mention our patrons Eidolon Groves and
Yeah.
that they had interest in protecting y'all from the Yonkamen people.
Oh, we can be a bit more honest and just say we're just here to beat up the other guy, and they are coming here.
Well, that's how Sebastian's helping. So, Reed, you
Okay.
get an extra die.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. So risky.
Risky standard.
Although, can I say I really wish I could own a place like this? It's so pretty.
All right,
Yeah,
that
I
looks
like
like a
that.
6. So that is
Nice.
a success. You do it. I don't really think that... Wait, you said Eidolon Grove sent you here? What do they want?
Nothing from you. More so, they want to make sure the people coming after you guys are put in their place.
So someone is coming after us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Okay.
confirmation about that.
Why don't you have a seat? We'll get you something to ease the nerves, and we'll talk about this.
Chardonnay.
We don't do that here, but we do herbal cocktails.
It will suffice.
She drops a strange flower into a vat of alcohol or something, and it blooms, creating this sort of glittering change of color before she vends it into your various glasses.
Ooh,
They're-
marvelous.
Bunch of different glasses. It looks like this place is fancy, but just barely from their budget.
Reed gives a clap because that was a fantastic show.
I clap harder.
It's all just science. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Sophia, did you try this?
Gulp. Gulp.
I had a question. If I try to avoid drinking, is that me trying to avoid my vice? Like, is that also me playing around with the character
Struggle with your
story?
vice
Yes.
during
so if you're
your-
struggling with your vice during a mission, it could cause you to gain XP.
But is it struggling means I would have to like partake, or am I struggling to not?
I think struggling would mean that you suffer some sort of consequence. So either you get drunk, or you maybe are willing to take on stress for avoiding your vice.
I'll take on stress to avoid it.
Okay. In that case, we'll do a fortune roll. Just see how much you drink. Oh, okay.
5 shots.
So we're gonna call that 2 stress.
Yeah, right.
If it was a 6, I would have given you 3 stress.
Okay.
All right, you drink perhaps a little too much as you explain that the Dark Mantles are planning on an attack. The Marlins gather up their strongest weapons and take position. They boarded up some of the windows and they've locked up the doors, but they're trying to make it seem like everything's normal from the outside. Are you guys doing any prep work since you're taking this sort of approach? Also, I would like to ask, what do you see around this drug den? Feel free to invent any unique aspects of it.
Other than
Fire
the
wine
picture.
barrel.
What's up?
Fire wine barrel because I'm being a nerd and referencing Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah, there's
Nice.
probably some sort of flammable barrel that you can make sure is in this room.
They got trophies of underdark creatures hanging up on the top of the ceiling.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
And it's there both as a piece, but also probably is great for when people get high to freak them out.
Whoa, it's like a dragon. That's a boulette. I don't know what that is.
Could be. I was saying it could actually be like a collection of all those weird bug things that they had to fight at one point in time.
A lot of them are just bugs, or just the big bugs that exist under there. But people up here don't know that.
Anyone else?
There's a
I'll
back
ask
room that
Rizzo.
we can't see. Like there's a curtained back room, but we can't see beyond it.
Awesome.
Yeah, where the dirty stuff happens.
Mm.
Not dirty, like dirty drugs.
It could be either one.
Dirty mushrooms.
Oh, Rizzo, how attached are you to these old, outdated chandeliers? You're gonna upgrade in the future, I assume, correct? So if these happen to be disassembled slightly and, swinging, that's okay?
Look, we're not paying you for this. Edelon Groves is paying you. But I would hope that you could at least give us your support.
Let's try to not damage anything.
Oh, all right.
Is this the
Swinging
fire
a
wine
chandelier
barrel?
would be so
Fireworks.
bouge.
There's a whole staircase you can slide down.
Maybe instead of skincare, you should have learned some manners.
Hey,
Tried
Tim.
that, it didn't work too well.
Hey, Tim, as you're setting up, you notice that they carry one of your favorite drugs. It seems to
give
be
it a name yet?
fortified with some sort of, no, we didn't give it a name.
Should we call it Elden Ring Deathroot? It's like you smoke it.
Nice.
It's the standard
Hey.
pipe thing.
You want to buy some death sticks?
Alright.
Deathroot.
Then they have Deathroot. It looks like it's been fortified with some sort of chemical agent, but you're not familiar with it. It's this strange, like, yellow powder.
I'm gonna ask Rizzo about it immediately. Hey Rizzo,
That's just curry powder.
you got some interesting Deathroot over here. What's the deal with the coloring?
I guess you can have some of it. Trust me, it makes it a bit stronger.
Oh, nice. All right. This let's see if this helps me focus. I mean,
At least it means I don't have to pay in money.
sure. Okay.
All right,
We're getting
Tim.
paid by Edelon Groves anyway. I just scoop it up and I'm just gonna be like, give me a second, guys.
Right, you struggling with your vice as well. We're going to give you a level 1 harm. You can attempt to resist it, which will
Alright.
cause stress.
Yes. So what do I do to what?
You roll your lowest attribute. So your lowest like group of the actions.
Okay, so insight then, because that's only 2 pips.
Oh, sorry, it's your strongest one, I think. Oh no, wait. Fuck. It depends on what you're rolling against. I think it's resolve. Let's do resolve.
Okay. No bonus.
Yeah, the whole lowest thing was for struggling with your vice, which you kind of are, but either way. Okay, resolve. You take 3 stress then, but you avoid the harm, which means that you have 0 harm. You ingest the death root, and
I
it gives
forget
you.
what happens when you take harm. You take an effect, right?
It's
what
minus 1
happens?
effect if you have harm,
Yeah.
but you're taking stress instead because you resisted it. All right.
I'm a little bit freaking out at the ceiling now. Shit.
Yeah. What is
Why are there ghosts? Anyone else see the ghostly bugs
No.
up there? I
Yeah,
don't
all
know
the
if we learned how to
Underdark
ghost-
creatures have come back in ghostly form, and they're moving around the room.
Shit, the walls are crawling. It'll be fine. They aren't doing anything.
You shake your head, and you think that you hear something going on outside. It sounds oddly quiet, but now there's a bunch of people yelling. Ebenezer, near you, there is a board that gets smashed in from the window, and then a little ball jumps into the room. It rolls along the floor, and everybody kind of looks at it for a second, when suddenly there is pitch darkness. The entire room is shrouded in magical dark. They have tossed in a dark bomb. You hear banging as they try to get through the doors. What do you guys do?
Oh, okay. Just like the Meet the Pyro, I'm gonna take a fire axe and put it across the door handle so the door remains barricaded.
All right. What are we gonna call that? So you're barricading
Tinker?
something. Tink.
It's kind of like tinkering.
It's like the opposite of
I
wreck.
mean, it's the most ghetto of Tinker, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make-
putting stick into slot, I guess.
Yeah.
Look, it's efficient.
I mean, if you want to
Finesse?
put a penalty to it or whatever, that's fine too. It's like it's a very simple thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's actually gonna do any physical roll, but I'll just say that you've done it. Perhaps they don't
Yeah.
go in through the door. All right.
Where's the next entrance, Rizzo?
Well, if they can't get in through the door, they need to have wings, and then you hear glass shattering in the upstairs.
All right, here we go. At least we're not going to be in the dark. I run up the stairs. I'm going to start trying to call in some of the creepy. I want to summon a spirit of the Underdark creatures up on the top floor.
All
as soon
right.
as I see them.
You compel a spirit. What is the spirit of?
I like the boulette. Big old crazy looking thing.
All right, you
That
summon
can
a
burrow.
spectral boulette that rises from the ground. I believe you don't need to do a roll or anything, right? You just
Yeah,
compel
I
it, and then it
just-
obeys a command.
Yeah. I'm just gonna convey it to hunt them. But even if it can't necessarily harm them, it's gonna look like it keeps on charging at them.
All right.
Bullets are kind of creepy. They're like, you know, mole sharks.
All right. It's time for some Dark Mantle time. Let's... you guys rush into the upstairs. More dark bombs have been blasted into this upstairs balcony area. Even though it's light outside, you cannot see the outside windows because of the magical darkness. You see faint silhouettes kind of like moving around in this inky blackness. They're wearing hoods, and you can see like these bright orange eyes piercing through the darkness. They have some sort of method of getting around the dark. And they come at you with maces. Let's see. I'm gonna assume that Tiny Tim is gonna have this sort of initiative and brings out this boulette, and it starts attacking some of the grunts. It also is threatening you guys now. So I'm gonna say it takes out one of the grunts who jumps out a window, trying to avoid the thing. However, it is also now going after Ebenezer. Ebenezer, there is a ghostly boulette coming at you. You can see it almost in your mind's eye through the magical darkness as it lights it up.
Well, I am reckless after all, so I'm not gonna use a flamethrower, but I'm gonna throw one of the bandoliers of flammable alchemist fire.
Right.
Toss at the image.
You toss it at the image. The ghost flickers around. It seems to be almost frightened of the fire, even though the fire is invisible to most people in this magical dark. The Dark Mantles are also freaking out about this. I'm going to say that the ghost is now, like, avoiding a certain area that is covered in fire. And one of the grunts gets taken out by the fire. Okay. Who is up next? Sophia, how about you?
I was actually gonna like hold my position to some degree. I was gonna be like, all right, well, we can't see anything, but if anyone needs help, yell for me and I'll be there in a second.
I can try something. Is
Try it.
there one of the grunts that's downed near me, or can I get to one of them?
Yeah, you can get to one.
And then I want to grab like one of their stupid head things that they were wearing.
Okay.
Take that, and I want to throw it at Sophia.
Okay. You throw one of the things to them. Let's...
It's just... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do need to try and make this a roll,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't
I
done
was just
any rolls yet.
No, I think it's funnier if it just hits Sophie in the face. Just, hey, catch! Tunk. Fuck!
Let's call this a finesse as you're trying to struggle around in the dark. Or, actually, no, it's probably prowl because you're traversing an area.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, let's
Alright.
do a prowl.
I'm pushing.
I'm pushing. Nice. That is a failure. All
Damn
right.
it.
Let's say that your position has worsened. You're now in a desperate position. You start looking around on the ground trying to find the one of the bodies, but instead you like find just one of the Marlins that has fallen in combat. And now you're surrounded by essentially invisible fire from Ebenezer's antics.
Oh, good.
This causes your position to become desperate. You're calling for Sophia. Sophia, what do you do?
I go in that direction because I'm being called.
All right.
Can anyone get rid of this? Just saying. Read.
Put
Anyone?
on one of the gross dust mantle cloaks they were wearing. I think it has some magic vision or something.
Okay.
I was trying to throw into you, but I got lost.
Yeah.
All right, Sophia, what kind of action are you taking?
A walking action.
Okay.
A struggle
Are you
action.
trying to find one of those masks like Sebastian was?
I'll attempt, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep calling that a prowl then.
Okay.
Actually, we're going to say that you think you know where one is, but one of the dark mantles interposes themselves.
Oh, sweet. So, like, someone shows up and I can see their little orange lights in front of me?
Yeah.
Can I punch them in the face and then take their hat?
Yeah, we'll call this skirmish.
Are we still doing risky but not standard, right? Risky desperate?
Well, I'm
It's
desperate.
it's
You're
risky
standard.
standard, but Sebastian's in a desperate position.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay, that's a partial success. We're going to say that you suffer from moderate harm as the grunt tries to whack at you with their flamberge-tipped frickin' mace. It's got like squiggly spikes on them, and it is ripping through your arm. You can resist to reduce the harm.
I'll give it a try.
Okay, it's resolve.
I am also... Oh, we get +1 dice because of our thing, right?
Yes, you do. I had forgotten about that. You
and
are
also-
forged in fire.
And I am battered, so this will have less effect.
Okay, well, the skirmish roll will have less effect.
That too.
Okay, so 6 minus the highest die result, so you only take 1 stress.
Okay.
But you reduce the harm, so now it's minor harm. So we'll call them, we'll call it minor cuts.
Okay.
Okay, your effect is limited, so we'll say that you've ripped off the guy's mask and now they're blinded. Hey, what the? I can't see! Yo, somebody help me! Give me a mask or something over here! You now have a mask, but you didn't take out the guard.
Okay.
Alright, Reed.
I also am going to go for a mask. So I'm going to mosey on over and try and rip one off one of the guys.
Alright, a guy that's awake or a guy that's dead?
Somebody that's dead, preferably.
Okay, we'll call this Prowl.
Okie dokie.
Well, are they dead or just knocked out?
Either way, they're unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've been taken out.
Okay.
I'm
Also,
going
everybody
low and
note
I'm...
the load you put.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We keep
We
going.
literally forget that every time.
I have heavy mostly because this is like a guard duty, so
Yeah, I would expect most of
Yeah,
you guys
it's
to be
heavy.
having heavy.
I don't really carry much on me.
I'm on my hands and knees, padding around and looking for a body. So,
Right.
Prowl.
Prowling. Alright, ooh, it's a 3. We're going to say that you've wandered into a dangerous area, and one of the barrels of drugs has exploded, like leaving a flaming powdered drug all
Oh,
over
dear.
the nearby area. You inhale some of it. You're going to suffer some moderate harm as well. This is going to be actually minor harm. We'll call it like choking and coughing. So you can try to resist this with a resolve roll.
I will do so.
You have +1 die from your crew. All right. So you take 0 stress. So you just resist it. Hooray. However, you didn't make any forward progress because you failed the roll.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Who wants next? Who wants the initiative?
I think I need to get out of this position.
Sure.
I'm gonna take like some climbing gear I have, which is essentially like rope and a grappling hook. And I'm gonna try to throw it onto the baluster so I can like yank myself out of this fire.
Okay. I think that's still prowl.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just prowl.
Yeah, we'll call it more prowling.
Traverse obstacles. This is definitely an obstacle I'm traversing.
Oh, sure is.
Right. And I'll just push myself, and was it desperate, obviously, right?
It is desperate, which means you will get XP.
Bonus dice. One roll. Jesus Christ. Like, really?
Oh.
Yeah, XP.
Well, you get the XP.
I do.
You sure do. We're gonna say that, ooh, yikes. We're gonna say that the Dark Mantles have taken out one of the Marlins. So now the Marlins are starting to lose some of their forces. And since that was a fail, we'll tick this twice. Alright, who wants it next? Tim, Ebenezer, you guys haven't gone in a bit.
So we're in the middle of the dark, though, right?
You're in the dark. Sophia
Okay.
has their hands on a dark vision mask.
I can't really control the spirit after I summon it, right?
Nope,
So-
it is following the command. It is attacking the Dark Mantles, and generally affecting them.
Yeah, I guess I'd try to just do what they were doing and try and locate a mask, because that seems pretty useful. I don't know if I'll succeed, but I'll try. Go to one of the ones that's collapsed, I guess.
Alright.
Oh, what do you want me to roll to try and get a mask?
Well, it depends. You can either... So you're going off one of the dead ones? Or unconscious ones?
Yeah.
We'll call this Survey, because you weren't really in the thick of it as Sebastian and Sophia were.
Well, probably won't work. Let's try it anyway. Ah, okay. It's pretty
Okay.
good for not being great at it.
Better than me having 2 dice, I guess.
That's true. Partial effect. Let's say... How can we do this? We're gonna say that the Boulette ghost has freed itself, and it is now running through the streets. People are now starting to take notice, even though the streets were cleared by Leaf Crown guards that were bribed earlier today. People are now aware that there's a thing going on. You guys are going to take +1 heat for this mission.
Oops.
Someone go mark +1 heat on the sheet.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tim, you still succeeded. So I'm going to say that you found some glowing eyes piercing through the darkness. Still hard to see, but they were like covered by something. You push off a Marlin corpse and grab the mask. You can now see in the dark, just as Sophia can.
Sweet. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Ebenezer, what are you thinking?
Okay, so you described the darkness bomb being something like a ball that rolled in and then projected darkness, right?
Yep.
Okay. I assume it will still be there. So can I go over there and try to like chuck it out the window, or chuck it in a general direction?
Sure. I would definitely call that a survey roll.
Okay. Risky standard. That should be good enough. Hello?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought you were
was
just.
like-
I thought it was a statement, but I realized I needed to give you input.
Okay. Let's see. And then I'm gonna get 2 stress for additional die because I can afford it.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's a 4. Partial success. That works. I'm gonna say that you have thrown the dark bomb out one of the open windows. So now, I'll say that you were on the lower floor, while the others had like rushed to the top floor. The lower floor is now darkness free. However, I'm gonna say that you're now in a desperate position and are surrounded by dark mantle grunts that have already taken out the Marlins that were guarding down here. So
Oh.
now they can all see you, and you can see them, but they're mad that you got rid of their darkness.
Oh. It means that I'm surrounded on all sides. Excellent.
Oh no.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, sure. In that case,
uh,
yeah. I'm gonna WM1. Walk forward and press the flamethrower. And I'm gonna start spinning around. That should clear the area.
All right. So that effect is going to be a skirmish roll.
Okay.
It's going to affect 2 of them at once. So
Yes.
this'll affect pretty much all of them in the area, but it'll get rid of 2 ticks.
Okay. Risky. Let's see.
Desperate.
Effect will be standard.
Yeah, standard effect.
Okay. And then I'm gonna get 2 more stress because for additional dice.
Oh, a success. So you do it. You get rid of 2 of them. The dark mantles are screaming and rolling on the floor. It looks like their dark mantle shaped hoods are coated in some sort of like oily liquid or something, and that catches fire. They have to rip off their hats and are running around screaming. They leave promptly. Speaking of which, the Flamewerfer is very volatile. You're going to take some minor harm, which is burns. You can try to resist it, though. Well, not try. You can resist it.
How do I resist it?
You roll Resolve, and then you're going to take some stress or no stress.
Okay. Fuck is resolve? Where the hell's the resolve?
Click on the word Resolve. It's a category. Find it?
No, I'm trying to find it in the character sheet. I don't know where it is.
Attune,
It's
command, consort, sway, the word above it.
Yeah, it's that group.
Oh, okay. There's a category. Okay, we're going to that. Okay, cool. Sure.
Okay, take the lower. So you're going to take 3 stress, but you are not harmed.
Okay. I am nearly stressed and ready to go into trauma again, so that's it for me.
All right. Reed, Sophia, you guys haven't gone in a bit. Sophia's got the vision and is upstairs. Do you want to use it?
Yeah, sure. Are both of these last dark mantles are upstairs right now?
Sure. They're everywhere. These guys are basically a clock.
Okay. I mean, how about I use my Don't Trifle to kind of get rid of a small group of them by tossing them over the ledge?
Yeah, that'll work.
If they die, it's not my fault. Gravity did it.
Sure.
Push yourself to do one of the following: perform feat of force, engage a small gang on equal footing in close combat. Yeah.
We'll call it skirmish. How do you engage them? I'm just asking for narration purposes.
Take one of them and throw one at another, so they both fall off the balcony.
All right.
Maybe throw it at 2. I'm using one as a log.
All right. Roll for skirmish.
And pushing myself means 2 stress?
2 stress, yes. Someone could also assist you. Remember, there's also the set up action, which is you do a roll, and if you succeed, it increases somebody's position.
I'll set up because I don't. Do I pay stress for that or no?
It's no stress, but you do need to do a roll to do a setup action.
I'll try.
Okay.
Because
how you setting them up?
Just go onto your hands and knees.
Yeah,
so none of
I'm
them
just
can
gonna-
trip.
No,
Oh,
dude,
yeah. You
hopefully-
use your necromancy to summon some spectral hands to pull a cabinet in back for them to trip over.
Okay, this is skirmish. I'm gonna guess. Or would you want it to be like something more like finesse or prowl or something?
We can call it a tune.
Okay.
I'm
So the
feeling
risky
generous.
standard, I just gotta succeed, right?
Yep.
Nope. This went poorly.
All right.
It's fine. It's why I pushed myself.
Yep. Okay. We'll say that you pushing that out has it has tripped Sophia. So this is going to reduce the effect. So you could still take out both of these guys, assuming you succeed, because you normally
Okay.
could take out 3.
Can I throw Tiny Tim? You?
Okay, sure. You throw
No.
Tiny Tim.
Not very far, apparently.
Not very far. It's a partial success. And the effect was reduced. Do you have harm,
Me?
Yes.
Not yet.
Sophia? So it's actually very limited effect. So instead of taking out 3 guys, you're only going to be able to take out 1 with this.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to help.
You take out 1 of the Dark Mantle grunts. And we're going to say that you throw Tiny Tim at one of the Dark Mantle grunts. They fall over, and the Dark Mantle then smashes Tiny Tim with the mace. So let's... Tiny Tim, you're going to suffer some minor harm.
And I want to resist this.
Go ahead, resolve.
Yep. We get the thingy. I forgot to do it last.
Yep,
did I
plus
take
1
plus
die.
Yeah. Damn it.
So you take
I
2
am
stress.
Almost out. Almost out.
But you take no harm, so that's good.
Yep.
Reed, are you doing anything in all this chaos?
I am on the ground and I can't see.
That's fair.
I really want one of those masks because all I'm hearing is noise and screaming. So I want to see what's going on.
You could try and do something with less effect, like if you don't have the vision.
Sure. There's one last Dark Mantle grunt, it looks like.
Yep.
I'm on the ground and he's on the stairs. Can I try and trip him?
Sure.
Okay.
I just kind of had him generally in there, but we can say he's on the stairs, and you go to
Yeah.
trip him.
Yep, I'm just gonna bowling ball myself into his legs.
We'll call this skirmish, because, I mean, you're fighting.
Risky, desperate.
Yeah, we'll call it desperate because of the darkness, which means you get XP.
Standard or less effective?
I think this is standard effect.
Ah!
All right, partial success. So, let's see that this takes out another one of the Marlins, who was going up the stairs unbeknownst to you. The Dark Mantle grunt goes down the stairs, tumbling and turning, and then they get taken out. All right, and this Boulette ghost is in the streets somewhere. Awesome. The darkness is still there, but the Dark Mantles and the fighting subsides. As the Dark Bomb gets thrown out one of the windows, you guys can see again. Rizzo, who was cowering behind the counter, breathes a sigh of relief. Thank goodness you guys were here. Oh, there's a lot of people that we need to clean up. I really hope that they paid the Leaf Crown a lot to ignore this place. Anyway,
You could burn them all.
yeah, we could. I'm sure that we can find something to do it. And then there is a groan that comes from a sort of trapdoor in the corner of this room. This yellow kind of mist like bursts out of it in a huff.
Mustard gas.
I think we maybe need to flee.
Why? What?
From your own
I
establishment.
think we just need to. I'm just, it's an educated guess. I think that we might need to maybe flee before, and then the trapdoor bursts open, and a winged creature with a vulture head claws its way out. It is much larger than an average human, and it scrambles forward towards you guys. It has these sort of spores falling off of its body that are yellowish and poisonous and intoxicating. This must be where she's been getting her drug from. However, it has been incensed by all of the blood that's been drawn here, and it is ready for more. All right, who wants to take on the Vrock? You guys can all see.
Okay. You know the door was barred with the axe that I mentioned. I retrieved the axe, and I'm gonna try to take a thwack at it.
All right, pull out an axe and take a thwack. Skirmish.
Man, I should really put points into skirmish. Okay. Risky, yeah, and then the standard. I can't. I'm too stressed, so no bonus die for me. Lowest result. So.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that you try to swipe at the demon, and it grabs the axe from you and crushes it in its hand. It is bent beyond use.
Oh man.
Your consequence is that the axe is destroyed. You lost your
Yay.
weapon. It stalks forward, and Tim, you feel something coming over you. You partook of the yellow-laced demon root, right? Or death root?
Death Road is what we called it.
You become charmed by the demon.
Great.
You think that all of your allies are possessed and are attacking you, and are incensed to fight them.
Great.
Make a skirmish roll against anybody of your choice.
Probably just whoever's closest, so probably actually Sophia.
Oh yeah, we'll just say that you were close to Sophia. Sophia. Okay, well Tim, let's just do a skirmish roll. We'll
Just
call
a regular
this.
risky standard.
Yep, risky standard.
Don't roll well. God damn it.
A 6. You do it. Good job. Sophia, you're gonna roll to resist. We'll call this moderate harm as Tiny Tim attacks you with a necromantic blast.
Okay. Resolve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, you get a bonus die. All right, you take 1 stress.
Cool, I'm at the top of my tracker.
This is reduced to minor harm. Do you have any minor harm left?
Yeah, I got minor cuts and I'm battered.
Okay, just making sure there's an extra space for you to put minor harm there.
I mean, it goes up 1, 2, and 3. Right? So technically, I could put it on the 2 level?
You will have to if there's no more space in the minor.
Yeah.
Which would mean there's not much point in resisting it.
Yeah, and then also I'm out because I'm unconscious because stress.
Okay, well then you don't have to resist it. You can just take the moderate harm because it'll be moderate anyway.
Oh.
All right, so we'll say that you have necrosis. Congratulations.
Ew. Necrosis what?
Just you have necrosis.
Okay.
We'll say it's on your shoulder because they attacked you in the back.
No!
Sophia, what do you want to do
Right.
about that?
I'm unconscious!
Oh, you didn't have to take the stress.
Oh, I thought it was still stress and that.
No,
No.
you take the stress if you try to resist it.
Oh, okay.
But resisting it doesn't do anything because you already have no space for minor harm.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I mean, I feel like a flashback is needed right now, but I
Okay.
can't think of what to do.
Does anybody have any ideas?
Is there maybe using whatever Sebastian was thinking about with the chandeliers? We actually rigged one so it falls on the rock?
There's a fire wine barrel. We do know that.
Yeah.
There's a fire wine barrel. There's also technically a bunch of skeletons on the ceiling that you could also drop possibly too. Because they said they were on the top. You could drop things on it.
Any
Blow
Yeah, I don't
numerous.
things
know
up.
if the skeletons are going to do much. They're just going to bounce off of it. They're skeletons.
Just come.
Explode it.
You can say
You
that they're
have-
big and it'll affect it.
I think I think
that's
I'm
in
just gonna
Jurassic
go with
Park.
that fire barrel that Reed had placed in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fucking throw it. I'm gonna try and set up a boom. Please someone boom.
Oh, what if somebody sets you up? It could increase the position, or
I'll
the
set you
effect
up.
What if-
rather.
Reed? Yeah.
I gotcha.
Okay.
So I'll take a stress.
You can either take a stress to assist them with 1 die, or you can try and set them up by doing a roll of your own.
Okay.
I recommend setup.
Yeah, I'll set up. I'll say
We'll say
I
that you're...
find.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No, go for it. I was just gonna say I find like a lit candle because it looks like there's lit candles on the stairwell.
Sure.
That somehow make a Molotov barrel.
We could call this a hunt roll, and you're trying to make a precise ranged attack.
Okay. And I'll take a stress to give me an extra die. So risky standard or
We'll call this desperate. I don't think you'll get another chance.
okay. Effect is standard or limited?
Standard.
Okay, cool.
Unless you have harm, then it's limited.
Oh, choking, coughing. So
Okay, then it is limited effect.
okay, I need to reset it up. Sorry. Sorry.
You throw the candle. It lands behind the bar and lights some of the spirits on fire. It doesn't explode, but it has now caused a brand new fire and property damage.
Great.
All right.
I mean, I guess I can still just try
Bad
to
talk
yeet-
mantle. Bad.
Does anybody
yeet
else
the
want to?
barrel, 'cause
Okay.
that's what I was gonna do.
Okay. It'll just have standard effect then. And we'll also call this desperate.
What kind of roll?
I think this is skirmish.
Okay.
You're fighting in sort of close range.
Didn't know if wreck or anything like that, but
Nah, I don't think you're wrecking
Okay.
anything. You will wreck something, but you aren't trying to. Alright, that's a success.
less
also-
effect though, because I'm injured.
Less effect, it's limited effect, so
And
we'll say
technically
that...
minus 1 dice because of medium necrosis, right?
Oh, yeah. So you should have only rolled the first
Hold
2.
on.
Well,
Well, I just hit a button.
We'll just say it's the first 2. So you still do it. And this was also a desperate roll, I tried to tell you, so you can get an XP for this.
Ah.
The limited effect is that the rock demon reels from the blow, but it is now just kind of... the flames are licking it. It seems to be pretty resistant to the fire that you've blasted it with. You didn't know that about demons, but they seem to be immune to the fire.
This doesn't look good. Just saying, this doesn't look good.
Seb, Ebenezer?
Okay. I mean, Sebastian, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, probably. I think I would like to try and take out my fine hand weapon, which is a crossbow, and I would maybe like to use a little bit of holy water that I happen to have on me to coat the arrow with.
Okay. We'll say that that the holy water increases the effect, and we'll say
Yeah.
that the fine weapon, I think, gives you +1 die. And if that's wrong, then we'll just reverse them. So
Yeah,
+1
it
die,
doesn't
+1 effect.
+1 effect. Okay, and how should I mark down the holy water? Obviously, I know it's a D&D thing, but
Yeah, just say that you have it and mark down a random load.
Yeah, got it. Arcane implements, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Perfect.
works.
Okay, so it's skirmish, and it's risky, great, 1 bonus die. All right, well, at
Partial
least it's better
success
than-
with great effect. Yeah. Okay. So the arrow lands into the rock demon. the holy water blasts inside of it, and it starts shrieking in pain. Incensed, it is running towards you guys. However, it is vulnerable now. Let's say that... I think it's going to go after you, Sebastian. It runs at you with its claws and leaps down onto you, doing bird vengeance, and starts swiping at your clothes. We'll say that you're suffering minor harm, which is damaged clothing.
Ooh. Can I still have armor on as my...
Not my attire.
Yeah, you can. That just negates a harm,
Yeah, I'll do
and it
that.
costs load.
Yeah, 2, 4. Yeah, I'm perfectly loaded up right now.
Remember, you
I
all can do
could've
that
done
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now I just have necrosis, and I think it's cool, so we'll deal with it.
Awesome.
Now she's gonna actually have a
Metal
cider
arm.
hand at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
This thing is probably on its last leg now that Sebastian's made it vulnerable. Ebenezer, do you have a follow-up?
Well, I was just gonna throw like a with my alchemical thing, just a bundle of salt. It is a demon. Hopefully, it'll do something, or at the very least, it's salt.
It'll be annoying.
Salt.
Okay.
So I gotta assault with salt.
Are you Reagan?
We'll call this a skirmish.
Yeah, the thing that I'm bad at.
Ooh, that's a partial.
Yep. Okay. Ow! In the eye. Ow!
You start splashing salt at it, and it seems to be sort of working. The thing is starting to sizzle and fall apart. It lunges at you, and starts melting into
I do
acidic
a summer
spores.
salt.
So you're gonna need to resist harm, Ebenezer, against poison, we'll call it.
Okay. Resolve.
Yep. Or you can just say you have armor.
Oh yeah. I do. I can just do that. I do have enough inventory for that. So armor it is. 2 ticks. Okay, that'll take care of it.
Yep. You put on your kind of gas mask, and you just avoid the acidic poison that's like blasting all over your body. The demon is destroyed. Tim eventually comes to his senses and stops attacking Sophia, but is still reeling from his drugs. Rizzo thanks you for your assistance with this mission. The Marlins barely hung on, and they stopped that demon from ransacking the place, but boy, it brought on a lot of heat.
The demon was cheating.
Listen, you do what you can when you work in the underworld. But tell Adelon Groves that we said thank you.
Don't mention the demon.
Maybe omit the demon detail.
That's what I figured. I don't want any of the lace stuff. If you got regular death root, I'd prefer that.
Alright. You guys completed your mission. Good job.
I would like to see a doctor, please.
If there is one in the house.
I would like to find a doctor, please.
Alright, downtime. You guys get 2 rep. You guys, I think, are at full rep right now.
Yeah.
So that doesn't do anything. XP. This was an extortion, technically. I guess it was an assault, even more so. So that'll get you.
Everything turns into assault.
So
Can you
you guys,
rest
Yeah.
you guys filled up your XP, which means you can't really get any more until you advance in tier.
Right.
Oh wait, no, you can get more. XP is different than reputation. So did this bolster your reputation? Not really. It didn't actually increase your reputation technically. You contended with a challenge above your tier. Yeah, you technically did. So that's another XP. The goals, drives, or inner conflict, or the nature of your crew. We still don't really know what that is.
I don't even know what it's asking. What does it mean, inner nature of the crew? We're all scoundrels and we're kicking people's asses for money.
This is why this is why the premise is important for any RPG. Without a premise, the group is directionless.
So, your
Premise is
Bravos.
money.
Your Bravos, you have a card game theme. What are you trying to do? Just get money, get reputation?
Yeah.
You guys trying to be the most feared gang on the streets? Do you want to control this district with an iron fist?
I think we just want money at this point because
I
we
think
have
we're
two
all-
that are
Yeah.
material wealth and security.
Okay, I don't think that
Just
this
selfish.
was just for money then.
No.
This was because you were doing a job for another faction, so it was like kind of faction politics almost.
Oh, actually, I did say I wanted to make Rizzo a contact because I know they do drugs. That's my motivation.
You can change your vice purveyor to Rizzo.
But they make the bad drugs. Those were good drugs. Yeah, fine.
How good are the drugs? All right, so you got
Is it the
full
blue
crew
Now
X.
you need to wrangle with your addiction and say, maybe the next time will be better, and you're gonna go deeper.
Mhm.
Exactly. I'll change it. I'll still visit from time to time previous one, but I'll switch it to Rizzo.
All right. You
Get
get
a new supplier board.
you guys get 6 coin because this is a standard job.
So one into everyone gets one, and then one into the vault.
About right?
Yep.
Sure. Just add one to there.
Cool.
All right.
Did you
Somebody
get
do
one
it.
for the vault?
Somebody do it on your crew sheet. I'm just manipulating
I got
the board. All
I
right.
got it.
I don't think this was contained. Specifically, I gave you guys. Actually, we'll say that this was contained, and then you get the +1 heat from the boulette. So that's going to be 3 heat. Was killing involved? You did say that you were trying not to kill anybody, right?
Yeah, but I did light people on fire.
That's true. Well,
Maybe
we'll say that
roll
you
to see.
We'll say that you get 3 heat total. All right, and then we'll do entanglements, and then we can do your guys' crew XP. Also, you guys get to choose a advancement for your crew.
Vault. Vault. I vote vault.
We do want monies.
Sure.
Vault
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Vault is one of them. So we'll just put one over here. All right, you now have vaults, so you can hold up to the 2nd tier of stuff in the thing. You guys should have 4 coin, right? Oh no, you took one out, and then you got one back. So now you can hold up to 8 coin in your crew. You could also
Yep.
get, if you wanted it instead, you could take patron, which if you get a patron, then all advancements take half the amount of coin of normal, which would mean that you could advance immediately right now.
I would love to do that.
So instead of taking the vault,
We
uh,
only have 3 coin now anyway. So.
Are we gonna try and move away from Edelon Groves, or say that they're the patron?
it's up to you guys. You could have
I also
Goldgate
have bubbles.
Den could be your patron. Edelon Groves makes the most sense because you've done the most jobs for them, but you could also just choose somebody completely different.
Dark metal game.
The Dark Mantle guy.
I mean, you guys decide.
Everybody
I
gets
have
an
no
opinion.
preference.
Okay, nobody
Kinda
cares.
Well,
The Edelon Grove seems fine because they seem to give us consistent work.
I guess it depends on what type of work we also would want to do, and we could shift later on too, right? Just pick a different
Yeah.
patron or something.
Sure, you could roleplay it.
I mean, I think Edelon Groves is fine only because we are a smash and grab. We're not delicate enough for other things, and they seem to mostly just want us to beat up people.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys pay your, if somebody needs to put in 1 more coin, and then you guys can immediately advance.
Yeah, take it from mine. Here's an extra coin. Boop. Took it
No,
off
you
my
paid
sheet.
for it last time, so I'll take it from mine.
Okay.
All right, you guys are now tier 2. Sorry, tier 1. You were tier 0 before. Now
So
you're
do I
on the board.
remove the 4 coin now because it's paid to the patron.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You guys go to Edelon Groves and pay them a sort of a hefty finder's fee, and tell them that you've taken out the dark mantles, and they are absolutely impressed. The death cleric among them suggests that maybe we should take on these people for the jobs that we need to get done that can't just be, silencing people or like sneaking around. And the rest of them seem to agree. So they allow you guys to be their little tiny gang in Elore.
I like how the Edelon Groves have turned into like the Illuminati.
Well, I mean, you specifically requested it.
I mean, yeah, because no one fought me. I wanted to do an assassination.
I want to be a group of assassins.
And no
Okay.
one said anything, so we went with it.
There was a discussion? I didn't know there was a discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I missed it.
The front
Either
was
way.
peaches.
Okay, so we're gonna do entanglements. Everybody marked off their desperate rolls, by the way, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do entanglements. Where does it live?
If
Where
we
on
get
the
a
sheet?
full advancement, then we can move that to a pip, right?
Yeah. If you like fill up your resolve, you can
Yep.
put a pip in resolve. If you fill up your playbook one, you can choose a new ability.
Right.
All right. Where does is there a thing to roll for entanglements? No, there isn't. Just got to do it manually. All right. Number of dice equal to your wanted level, which is 1. And here we go. All right, we got a 1 and a 2. Our heat is 4. So, okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. Well, that's not actually going to do anything. So let's do the other one. The Leaf Crown is rounding up a member of your crew. They're going to round up one of your gang members from the Full House. And they're going to question them. Hey, what do those guys have to do with that giant fiasco in the middle drag part of the Undercroft?
Oh yeah, we had hirelings in the last one.
You do. You
With
do
the
have hirelings.
wheelbarrows.
So you can either make sure that they pay them off with 2 coin, which would have to come from you guys because the vaults are empty, or just make a fortune roll and take bonus heat.
Fortune favors the bold.
Sounds like a fortune.
Well, none of
Yeah,
them
go for
coins.
All right. You get +1 heat.
That's not so bad.
It's not that bad. They kept silent, but they are very principled, your Full House group, so they didn't lie, and they may have exposed some involvement in it from what they omitted. All right. You guys'
See, if
XP.
we don't kill people, our crew will be happier.
All right, everybody mark off your XPs that you got for playing to your class.
Yep.
I know that Sophia struggled with their vice.
Yep.
Tim struggled with their vice. Anybody else?
No, I didn't really.
No, me
No,
neither.
no gambling.
I
Danny-
addressed with challenge with violence, but I don't even think I did that twice. Did it like once
That's fine.
against a demon.
And yeah, remember, if you do it multiple times, it gives you 2 XP, not 1 for each, but just...
Just,
Anyway, anybody struggle with their traumas or with harm?
I mean, I had plenty
Was
of
I
harm.
even reckless? I don't think I was reckless.
I
There's
mean,
a lot of fire in establishment.
you threw fire in a room that you couldn't see the fire in. That's pretty reckless. And you used a flamethrower that harms you, I guess. But, I mean, that's just a side effect.
Yeah, I was like, okay, then I'll just take one.
Yeah, we'll say it's one. Anybody express their beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Definitely not.
Not really, unless you count me interacting with my rival.
I think that counts. Could
Okay.
you've sort of discovered what I've given you for them as well. I don't know if it got lost in translation or anything, but you helped them out and tricked them into becoming a warlock of your daddy,
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
who I've decided is a coatl for now because it's a celestial, but it's the coolest celestial.
I'll take it.
I is the only celestial worth summoning. Otherwise, you summon a flump.
No, they're aberrations. Anyway, it sounds like everybody's done with their XP, right? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I
Excellent.
was able to get a new ability.
I'm one away from anything. It's painful. I want to lie. It's like, Chris, I actually did more mayhem. You should give me one more point, right?
Bring the scoundrel out.
Well, we have time for more missions, so we'll get to it.
Okay, so what do we have on the table now? Actually,
Yeah.
after
Downtime?
this, I think we need to do the downtime.
downtime,
because we need to
Yep.
heal.
Yeah.
We can do 2 downtime activities. So anybody can struggle or partake in their vice.
Yep, I'm gonna do my vice.
You can
I think
heal,
everybody is gonna.
which is going to be a 3-die roll if you use your
Shit.
physiker. So I'm going to let you guys handle that, and I'm going to grab some water real quick.
Wait, I wanted to ask a quick question.
What is your quick question?
So, do we get our abilities immediately, and can we use them immediately before doing the heals, or is that like after?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because vigorous is like you recover from harm faster, so you permanently fill in one of your healing clocks.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so you only
Yeah.
need 3 things to
Yes.
heal, which does mean that you can heal in like 1 downtime cycle.
Well, it means I'm at 3 right now, so technically I
God.
heal.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happens when you go
Okay.
over your stress?
Did we overindulge?
I did by one.
Just by one.
Well, still counts. Let's do it.
All right. Hold off on that water for 7 seconds.
For a
I'll
few
get you
seconds.
water.
I
Ah, shit.
literally freaking
So is
was
it
like, I have
the-
5. I just had to roll a 5 or below.
So is it lower or the higher dice?
What?
You clear the amount of stress equal to the highest die result.
Yeah, I'm only rolling 1. If I had more pips in my lowest thing, I would be rolling more dice.
Yeah, it tells you when you roll it in the chat.
No, it says the lowest or the highest. Like the 2 descriptors are different.
Okay,
So if you look at mine, it says like
you're
0
gonna
dice,
take the
the
3
lowest result above, and then the bottom description.
You're gonna
says
take the
only
3
highest- Okay.
because you ignore the 6, and then you take the highest die result that's left, which is the 3,
Why do I ignore the 6?
because you're rolling with 0 dice, so you have disadvantage.
Okay. How do you get more dice if you ever take it?
So, so when you roll for your vice, it's rolling your lowest attribute, which for you is resolve. You have
Okay.
0 pips in any resolve stats, so it's rolling 0 dice. If it was prowess somehow, then you would roll 3 dice because there are 3 pips to the left of that line.
Okay, understood.
Yep. Totally fine question. I'm still trying to find where overindulgence lives on this
Yeah.
cheat sheet.
Book. Downtime.
Overindulge. If you clear more stress than you had, you select an overindulgence. There it is. Okay, you could either attract trouble, brag, which gives you more heat, get lost for a few weeks, or your purveyor cuts you off.
I think I am a bragger, so I'm just gonna do that.
Okay, you guys get +2 heat then, as
You're welcome.
Sebastian is
Stop it!
bragging about your exploits. What
This
is your
is why I
vice?
never take you anywhere.
What is your
It's
vice
pleasure.
again? So who's your vice purveyor?
Yeah, we never. Well, we just said the bathhouses last time,
Sure.
but I prefer not to have to spend a coin every time I pursue my.
You could go to the Greenbloods baths, and that one's the same thing. There's also a brothel.
Yeah. Ooh.
Up to you guys. Or up
Last
to you.
brothel was a front for a cult, but I'm sure it's clean now.
I'm sure. Yeah, just give me that bathhouse of the what is it, the green something?
Greenbloods, the pure skin baths.
Yeah, until I am ready to confront the other bathhouse again with some kind of plan, I'm just gonna go to this one for now.
All right. You head there.
Blood's bathhouse. Yeah.
You head there, and you
I
start
killed a
bragging
demon,
to
you know.
everybody. You know, I killed a demon. My sister helped a little bit, but it was
Yeah,
mostly
you might have
me.
heard of it.
It's called a vrock. It's pretty intense. He even tore my coat a little bit, but thankfully I was wearing elven chain underneath. Right. Let's say that one of the Yuan-Ti that is like giving you a massage at the time, since they've heard of that, they actually tell you that they have heard that the other bathhouse that you had came from before is run by the cult of Cania. They're actually setting up for some sort of like important exchange. At least that's all they heard, but might be worth checking out.
Cult of Cania.
The cult of Cania.
Alright.
All right, what's everybody else up to?
Yeah, I gotta figure out my second one.
But I had to use both my things to get my stress relieved. And I still have leftover stress.
You head back to
Yeah,
Rizzo and just zone out during the repairs. They've promised that they aren't using any more Vrock spores, but they've given you a nice little advance, so you're able to spend plenty of time there.
I would like to heal the necrosis that I have,
Okay.
and wherever I'm going to, I'm bringing a fuck ton of whiskey. So I will indulge my vice while being healed.
All right. I'm assuming you're doing like one of each downtime activity then?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. We'll say that you head to Tomas, the physiker, and the Black Dragon is very thankful for sharing some whiskey with him. He just wished that there was a little bit left in the barrel.
I just brought the whole keg with me. Fire whiskey. Only for drinking.
Yeah, it was another one of those fire wine barrels.
Yeah.
You just brought it with you.
Bought
Like,
the
this is
whole
payment.
Fucking barrel, yeah.
All right, he's going to try and do a roll. Okay, he got a 6, which heals 3 clock segments.
Okay.
So you basically heal another wound, or another harm.
Now, I have to do them in order, right? Minor.
No.
Oh. I thought there's something to do with like needing to get rid of certain things in order.
Well, if you reduce one of the harms, like moderate harm to minor harm, and there's no space for it, then it doesn't do anything. So you need to get rid of the minor harm to free up a slot.
I did get rid of minor harm just because the clock
Okay.
was automatically filled. But
Well, then if you're healing the necrosis, then that'll go down into become minor harm.
okay. So now the clock ticks up, and then I can heal. Gotcha. I'll heal the
Right.
necrosis.
So, he gives
Is it
you some
4?
sort of magical poultice and puts it on the thing, and it started to heal it. He tells you it's some sort of coatl venom that he got from some guy in the Undercroft, but it seems to do the trick. It's definitely working, but you'll need several treatments to fix it the whole way.
Got it. And you said 4
For what?
for the clock.
You got 3 segments.
Okay.
which should be enough
Clear.
to heal you another clear thing, right?
Yep, because I have a permanent one that's on there.
Okay, so you can reduce from moderate harm to minor harm. The necrosis.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to do it all for you.
I've typed it down. It's on minor.
Awesome. He tells you, since you guys have been working with the Quiet recently, that they were apparently caught doing some sort of illegal activity, and they confiscated a bunch of their arcane implements. The Leaf Crown now has custody of all of them, but the Quiet will do anything to get those things back. They're probably valuable. Probably nothing to worry about, though.
I'll bring that news back and maybe we can just go steal it for ourselves.
Right. How the rest of you guys doing?
I think I'm gonna reduce heat.
Okay, so you're spending coin, I think, because you did
It's
another one?
you spend an action to do it essentially.
Oh,
You
yeah.
say how you do it and then you roll the action.
Okay, how are you planning on doing it?
So I think I'm gonna I don't know how to describe it, but I kind of want to do a sway to the populace with some type of performance piece, with like maybe like my violin techniques or something.
Okay.
You know, like give them a fun little performance on the street somewhere, in brought to you by the Smack and Jacks or something like that.
You're gonna
So
make
they'll
our
be like-
organization public?
I think I'm gonna call this consorting.
Is it a consort? Sort
Um,
of connections from your heritage, background, friends, or rivals. Sway, someone with charm, logic, deception.
Yeah, I mean, either way, doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think it's still
Consort.
the right way. So let's do consort.
Risky, standard, no bonus dice, go. 2. So that reduces, I believe,
It's like one heat.
Yeah, let me
Because
check.
it doesn't do nothing, I don't think.
No, it at least gets something. Reduce heat. Yeah, 1.
All right. You've convinced everybody that you
Push myself.
that you greatly exaggerated some of your things and you make it up as like a comedy act or something. We didn't really participate in that thing. But I've heard from reliable sources there was a big bird involved. Anyway.
Yeah, so just get rid of one of them heats.
It wasn't a murder. It was an aggravated assault.
It's greatly exaggerated as things were.
He made it slapstick. Slapstick is acceptable.
Tim, as you are in your drug den, you hear from Rizzo that the reason that she had that Vrock there was she bought an item from somebody from the Merchants Consortium. They claimed that it would like help improve their drug concoctions, and it did, but didn't realize that it involved summoning a demon until it was already summoned, and they had to like keep it trapped in the basement. They couldn't get into the basement for a while after that. But when you hear that a cursed magical item was sold to them, you ask a little about it, curious, and Rizzo says, well, it was this lady named Lark Dubois. She sold it to me. I'm not going to deal with her ever again. You recognize the name. It's the name of your rival.
Okay. I don't know anything from my rival at the moment.
Well, you're about to learn.
Alright.
And you can of course veto this if you want, but I'm gonna say that your rival sold you a cursed scrying orb that caused you to see visions of the dead. It gave you your powers, but now you are haunted by them as well. They gave you your spell focus.
Yeah, that'll work. How about I knew them from a while ago? So this was when we were both much younger.
Sure. but she
was
seems
one
to
of their
be
first
in
marks.
the habit of selling cursed magical items, and putting people on the hook for basically either getting fucked over or going back to them for some sort of cure.
God dang it! If she's in this city again,
Seems she's returned to Elore.
how come I get run out of town when she be doing this to people? She probably has a pseudonym or something. Or no, did Rizzo tell me the name exactly?
I told you the name exactly.
Okay, all right.
Probably
Guess I gotta
figure
keep
it's
my eyes
been
and ears
long
out.
enough, but now they're aligned with the Merchant Consortium. They have a lot of protection that they didn't have before.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Alrighty.
I'll let the name float to my crew. I'll let the crew know not to buy anything from them for this exact reason, though.
Alright.
They will curse. They sell cursed items. Don't buy from them.
You warn your crew about Lark. The rest of you can come back with the rumors that you've heard, and decide on what you guys want to do next. You guys want to increase or get another claim for your group? Do you want to perhaps go after the Cult of Cania?
Yeah.
Or try and hit the Leaf Crown for the Quiet's arcane goods?
I'm no good at stealing, but we could smash and grab the leaf crown. Would you rather smash
I
and grab
was,
the leaf
I
crown?
was tempted to smash and grab the leaf crown. Get
You're
the
gonna
Okay.
attack the
Sounds-
police right away?
Exactly. That's why I was
Sounds
just like,
enjoyable
all right,
to me.
But
Well,
no,
cause of-
what's the benefit?
to steal the items that the Quiet wanted, which are probably valuable
Yeah,
magic
you heard
items.
that they stole valuable magic items from the Quiet. They're in confiscation right now, so they're in the Citadel that the Paladins have. It might,
evidence hold.
yeah, evidence hold. It might need a little more delicate stuff because I don't think you guys are going to be able to raid them openly.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, I can't use my flame.
We can't be the smack. We can't do the smack. We got to do the jack.
Well,
Alright, that didn't work.
it's okay. It's not a
Okay.
competition. It's not like we're all jacking off.
We don't have any
Uh,
gold in the party bank, right?
Nothing in the vaults.
No,
They're empty.
No, because we leveled up.
Yep.
Let's.
Cut.
It really is a big score.
Alright, BRB.
Maybe we got to do another score before we do that score.
Just why? Just go for the police.
You want to fight the police in their
Hey,
evidence
Cap.
locker?
I don't. Yeah.
We're criminals. That's what we do.
If anything, we're gonna give ourselves better reputation. They're gonna know who we are.
We can always try and go in like stealthily. I mean,
Yeah,
True.
I would in fact encourage that.
Yep.
a little misdirection or something.
I would say this would need to be led by probably Reed and Sebastian.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing with the jacks because I'm the jack and yeah.
We can smash. You two can be Jack.
You guys
Okay.
want to?
Also a
Friends with Jack.
smashy, just less smashy than you.
Yeah, just a more elegant smashy.
Yeah.
Why don't we gather information? Who wants to do it and how? Do you want to like rough people up, Sophia, or
I mean, information for what reason? To figure out what's in there, where it is, like.
Where it is.
it's
would
just
be
generally gathering information about the score? You don't have to.
Yeah.
You can go in blind.
No, you know what? I want to start a fight and I want to get arrested for the night. I can figure out what shit is on the
So you
inside.
could get thrown into the drunk tank,
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I can figure
And-
out where everything is.
and maybe
And
Tiny
get that
Tim
information back to us. How?
can scry on an item that you have, so he can figure out where exactly the evidence hold is.
Yeah, or he can come with and send a ghost,
That's fair.
or someone can come with that likes picking locks. I mean, definitely some options.
Wait, so you want me to be arrested with you?
Could do that.
Okay.
I don't know if I want the pyromancer inside of. You know, if we want to burn down the cops, we can do that.
This seems almost like the actual score. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we're
just
just
say that
gathering
this is
info right
about
now.
gathering information, but that sounds like it could be a deception plan for when you get to it.
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
Gathering information. What if I just stake across the quote unquote station. I'm just gonna take a really long lunch break and just kind of like observe the guard pattern and write things down.
Yeah, right.
Would
Yeah,
be a
that
good,
works.
gather information.
I'm gonna just be right back.
We'll call this a survey.
Yeah.
It's usually survey unless you're like going through records, then it's probably study.
Okay.
Or if you're like beating people up, then that's probably command.
Nah, I'm just staying back and just looking at it.
Right, survey. Sounds like you succeeded. So I'm gonna say that during your survey, you find that their guards are pretty consistent, but you think you found the weak links that are kind of chatting with each other and not paying as much attention to things going on. So these are probably the weakest set of guards, and they have been at the same place at the same time 2 days in a row. So you think that these guys might be the guys to try to sneak one past. You also made note that
So their weakness is they just talk to each other a lot? Is that the problem?
well, you think that you found that the weakest link of the guards. The other guards are like standing at attention. These ones seem very lax. But more to the end, you think you found out what has been stolen because other guards on the lunch break, like they happened to go to the same restaurant you did, and you overheard them. They were talking about some sort of gauntlet that's emitting some sort of dark, wispy shadows. It seems like it's of great import, and it's got a lot of people's attention, and it's definitely from the Quiet Heist.
Hmm.
So you think you know the weakest guards, and you know what you're looking for now.
Alright.
Oh, that was a good roll.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are we thinking? Deception? You're gonna try and get half of you arrested, and then the other half of you break the other half out? Maybe the fists go in and the mouths break them out?
I say I go in. Sophia, you owe me a punch after what happened, so if you want to have us enter the drunk tank, that might be great, since I could
Whoa.
help Billy maybe not get
Whoa,
us out.
I owe you? Do you see my arm right now?
No, I said you owe me, you can punch me. You misunderstood me.
No, you said it wrong.
You
You
owe
said
me
it
a
wrong.
punch. So yeah, we can go on. Come on, let's go. We'll go have fun.
Yeah.
I promise you I won't use my full strength.
Okay, so half the crew is getting arrested, half the crew is not. Is that the plan?
Yeah,
Sure.
half of us are getting into the drunk tank, and I'll
Okay.
help break her out from the inside
So-
while you help on the outside.
Let's go.
I should be able to do wreck through security, so I'm gonna be among the arrested. Sophia, obviously, and are you, Tiny Tim? Is Tim getting involved as well?
So
I
it
think
sounds
also because I
like
have magic,
this
it
is
might
our
be easier for us to
separation?
get out. Yeah.
awesome. Cool beanaroos. Alright, let's do our engagement roll. Are you guys getting help from anybody for this, by the way? Or are you just trying to do it solo?
Do we know anybody that could help from our contact list?
We just
Do
want
we
to get
have
arrested.
money to help them?
I
I
can
don't, I don't
give
think we
money.
need help because we're doing this like on the
Sure.
ground, level, right?
That's fair. That is a good point.
Alright, base fortune roll, then operation is particularly bold or daring, I'll say. Detail exposes a
Right.
vulnerability of the target. No, not really.
Kind of.
I have one of my sly friends is a jailbird, so is already semi-familiar with the layout, I'd assume.
Okay. Cool.
Parker.
I thought what do you mean no vulnerability? I thought the entire point of me staking out was to look for vulnerability.
Sure, but I would say that it's just like this is just the best time to go. No, actually, we should reward the fact that you got a good roll. I'm just trying to parse through everything as we go, so we'll give you an extra die for that. Friends contact, provide aid or insight. Yes, because Parker knows the ins and outs of the jail, so they can actually tell Reed and Sebastian where the jail cell is and where they would be hidden for like an overnight stay in the Acanthus stronghold. You're invading the Paladin stronghold, by the way. Target is lower tier. No, they aren't. Okay, major disadvantages: overly complex or contingent on many factors. I think so. You've split the
Kind of.
party. Target is strong against this approach or have particular defenses or
We're
preparations.
Screwed.
Enemies or rivals are interfering? No. Just the target. Target is higher tier, yes. This is this is back to 1 die.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Feels like
How we like it.
Genesis.
But you know what? You canceled out all of them and it's not 0 dice. So let's do it.
Almost Genesis.
All
Still
right.
failed.
You guys are in a desperate position.
XP, guys. That's what this is for.
Yeah,
Yep.
it sure is. All right. Okie dokie, Loki. We'll go to the first thing. You head to the front gates after Sophia, Ebenezer, and Tiny Tim have been arrested. And that worked like a charm. Good job. Reed
We
and
were just being
Sebastian.
ourselves. We weren't even being ready to be arrested yet.
You just go over and you shout, "Hey, we're the ones that firebombed the plaza." No, start a fight. And you get arrested. Sebastian and Reed, you guys go to the front door, and the guards are not the guards that Ebenezer said were going to be there. It appears that they have been fired for negligence. Now they've put their strongest guards on display, and this causes your desperate position. In fact, there's 2 of them. What are you gonna do? Reed, Sebastian, you have this.
Okay. I am going to specify that I am in disguise. I am not looking like
load.
myself.
Yeah, load.
Load.
Yes,
I'm gonna say
load.
Tiny Tim, Ebenezer, and Sophia, you guys have a light load because you were arrested. They're gonna.
Yeah, I figured.
And I
never
think
carry shit anyway.
Reed and I have to be at like normal. I don't think heavy makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say normal.
normal because
Heavy
oh
is
yeah
we
we
look decked out.
we don't want to look like we're gonna completely obliterate this place or
Yeah.
try to.
Yeah.
Even normal might be pushing it,
And
but all right.
Sebastian, what is our angle? Are we here to bail our friends out? Are we here to report on another crime?
Sorry, but nobody can go past this point unless you're members of the Acanthus Stronghold. We're
Oh,
on
good,
high alert today.
flashback.
Excellent.
Oh,
Sebastian looks at the
flashback.
camera and does it. That's so Raven.
What was it? The Acanthus Guard?
Yes.
Can we kind of flash back to when we kind of snuck some badges off of a couple
Oh my
of them?
god, can that be my disguise? Is that we
Yeah,
are the new
like-
hires to replace the guys that were
You're
fired?
gray guards. You're on the
Gray
on the
guards.
Vice Patrol.
All right. We will say that you guys are undercover gray guards or something. That is your angle that you're going
You're the
with.
Vice Gray Guards.
And you managed to swipe some badges off of them. Let's see how good you did at that. Let's do. How do you do that? Finesse if you're swiping.
Yeah. So
Can I
what's
say that I
do
am
both of us roll or?
helping Sebastian swipe by chatting up these guys at a bar the night before and convincing them with a sway or
So
some
set
sort.
me up or something?
Yeah, to set you up.
Okay, we'll have you do a sway roll then, and if you do that, it'll increase the effect,
Right.
and the effect will get you 2 badges instead of 1.
Excellent. Okay, so
'Cause
risky.
you're-
Well, it's desperate. Desperate standard.
Heard.
Perfect. Alright,
That's a
good.
6. You do it.
Whew.
All right, Sebastian, you've been set up, and you also made a desperate roll, Reed. So note that down. Sebastian, you're
did.
now in a position to do a great effect, but it is still desperate.
All right, let me add a dice to me. So it's desperate. Great.
Also, let's change the music because it's too late. All right. Finesse.
desperate,
Right?
great, right? Yeah.
Desperate, great, finesse. That's a partial success.
It is.
And it was a desperate roll, so mark it down. So jot that
Yep.
down. Let's see. Let's create a clock. I think.
And then which one of us is gonna mark the flashback? Me?
You.
The stress. All right, and it was a 2, I assume, right?
Yeah, we'll call this 2. It's not out of the ordinary. We're gonna call this suspicion, and we're going to tick it up to 6. This is gonna be an 8-thing clock, so it's gonna proceed throughout the entire mission. Actually, only click it up once. Reduce this. There we go. All right, but you got 2 badges. However, they've called in their missing badges, so now they are on high alert here. But you have badges. I'm gonna say that this increases your position to risky, but now you need to sway the guards.
That's all you.
Okie dokie. I will sway the guards. I'm going to say hello. Can we get by? We're supposed to be interviewing for the open positions. Is this the right way?
I don't know about that. Can we see some ID? And now
Ooh,
I'll have you do
sure.
a sway roll.
Okay. Risky standard?
Yes. Basically recovered from your bad engagement.
Oh, that's a critical?
That is a critical. That increases the effect, I think, too. Great. So, they realize that that you guys must be higher ups because this badge was stolen from somebody that is like a captain or something.
Excellent.
Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry, sir, you were in plainclothes. We didn't realize that it was just you may proceed. Do you need anything? Coffee? No, we should stay at our position. Yeah, we should stay at our position to be good soldiers.
Good.
They look at
good
you
man,
kind of
good man.
expectantly.
Good man. You've done well. Thank you. I'm going to go this way and come now, assistant. And Reed snaps his fingers and goes along.
Oh, yes, sir.
This feels like Garrick.
Assistant.
This feels like Garrick with the whole like you're just doing your job, over and out. Just
Those guys were kind of hot. I think they were. Were they? I don't know. Are we? They fade away.
They
Excellent.
question their whole thing.
I don't know. Maybe.
Think they were?
It's a part of the role. Get into it, darling.
Oh my
Haka,
god.
Haka said that evidence was this way, so let's go.
All right. You also need to save your friends. But
Yeah,
they'll
we're
be
gonna
fine.
get the shit first.
you're gonna get the shit
maybe them
first.
getting this because we
They're
can
in
can
a
make-
drug tank overnight. They'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Sure.
If
They're
anything,
just-
could we try and escape ourselves, possibly?
Yeah. Why don't we go to you guys?
Yeah.
all right. Let me go first because I should be the one to lockpick our way out first.
Yeah. And remember that you can flashback.
Well, I already have fine tinkering tool. I kind of saw this coming.
His flashback is him just, yep, here's my
was
pocket,
in
and it
his
shows you
prison
putting
wallet.
something in your pocket.
It was in the prison wallet. He has to take it out now.
Okay, so they reduced the position down to risky, or it's still desperate.
It's still risky. Or it is risky now.
Okay. Well, nothing can start unless I succeed on this. So I'm gonna get an additional die on this.
I
Two
mean, you can be
stress.
creative, but we could try this first.
Okay. So we'll say that it costs you 1 stress to get the Tinker tools, just because they would have taken your stuff. So you maybe needed to do a flashback to like sneak this into the prison somehow. like drop it through
Does that
a
mean it requires 2 more stress?
no, just one.
You ate it,
The rest
and
is
now
coming
you have
out of
to
your
pick
load.
it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the stress. If that's how you want to do it.
Okay.
I mean, if it's just a few things, you could also slip it into your skin if you want to go that way too.
Yeah.
no,
Or just sneak it into the
all of you, my
prison
skin
cell
is
through the
not that
window or
fucking bad.
something.
Leave my skin alone. God damn it. Everyone's a
I mean,
fucking
like a
critic.
piercing type thing.
Well, you know, it's covered in boils from the burns, so we just figured you could just slip one in there. Maybe there's a really long burn. Anyway, you manage to sneak this in. You take one stress, you take one load, and you tinker. The door opens. There's guards at the end of the hallway, but they haven't noticed you guys lifting the door yet.
I'm going to do my best thing and summon a ghost to distract them. I'm going to summon a drunk guy that basically is just going to try and evade the guards the whole time.
All right, you consort with a ghost. Let's do. Well, you don't need to roll for it, right? You just do it. What is your command?
Choose a plane, single command. Evade the guards. Make noise and evade the guards.
Okay, I'm gonna go with make noise. The ghost goes out, and this guy seems to have fallen from. They must have died of alcohol poisoning in one of these cells at one point. You see their skull nearby, and you're like, oh, there we go. They rise. The bearded man just kind of stumbles out. Where's the nearest bottle of rum? The ghostly half-elf staggers out, and the guard takes notice. We're going to say that this increases suspicion by 1, but there's no roll or anything, and it only increases by 1. But the guards are terrified of this new ghost. No, we promise. We were trying to take care of you. We just give me my beer, and then they like throw a ghostly like glass bottle at them, and it shatters. One of them shouts, "We need to go get the priests or something. We need to banish this thing."
Oh, his name should be Michael Malloy.
All right. The doors are open. The guards are gone.
All right, let's get out of here, guys. Scramble, scramble.
All right.
We're saying they took our shit, so they'd be in evidence too.
They would probably be in evidence too.
All right, so let's. Do we know where evidence is? Would somebody have been able to track it when they were going through from the info?
You guys were filled in.
Okay, so let's just keep a low profile and head to evidence.
Sure. You keep a low profile with your manacles on and your
No, we still have to
striped
take those off.
striped clothes.
Wait,
It's a
did
drunk take,
already
they don't
sentence
put you-
with prison clothes?
No,
Yeah, that's
it's probably not prison clothes, but
I'd say we could be at most manacled if it's just a drunk thing. We didn't do
Well, okay,
anything
if you're
that bad.
manacle, then I would have taken care of the manacle first, not the jail cell. What the fuck?
Oh, that's fair.
we'll say you're not manacled. You were just put in
Yeah.
a cell. I was mostly exaggerating.
Cool.
Anyway, you make your way down the hallways, but some people might recognize you. We're gonna do a fortune roll to see if anybody does. Okay, I think somebody
good
did.
or bad? Okay.
All right. So, one of the guards says, "Hey, we're supposed to be in a cell. There's no other guards with you. I'm gonna call the authorities."
Snitch.
Sophia, punch that man.
No, she's just gonna point at him and yell, "Snitch."
And get stitches.
Use the manacles to choke his ass out.
Why? I could just
There's
walk
no
up to him.
manacles.
There's no
I
manacles.
don't know.
If there were manacles, I just headbutt him.
There's 3 versus 1. Yes, we're gonna.
Punch.
I say, can I assist, Sophia?
Set up.
Yeah, set up.
You
Which
can-
is the one where you just add a dice?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
that's
no, no.
assist.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
You tried setting up before, and it went horribly.
You
I'm
can
just
assist.
gonna punch him.
Well, that's why I'm just doing the assist instead. That's just add a dice. I don't have to
She's
roll for
probably
it.
got plenty of dice too for skirmish, so
Hey, anything that helps out.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay, partial.
Did you take the extra die in assist? Or okay.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
making sure. Tim, mark off 1 stress.
Also, technically less effective because minor cuts and necrosis. From Tim.
Oh, so limited effect. We'll say that you knocked out one of the guards, but another guard saw it happen and has started running. gonna increase suspicion as the consequence here. It only increases by 1 though, because it's partial. Okay. Guess immediately there's a guy running away. Ebenezer, you haven't done anything quite yet.
I got the entire thing rolling. All right. I'm just gonna. We're in the hallway, right?
Yeah, you're like in the hallways.
Oh, there's. Okay. I'm gonna say that the Banner chemicals oil slick make him trip.
All right. You throw an oil slick at one of the guards, and yeah, they slip up, they fall onto the ground, and hit their head. They are knocked unconscious. That
Yeah.
cost you load, but it didn't do anything bad.
All right, it's a stress to basically do a flashback. I'm just gonna say we have comm beads that we snuck in somehow, so I can tell them where our position is to Reed and Sebastian.
Okay. Anybody who wants a comm bead can take it with 1 load.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
I'll take it. I don't care much else.
Okay.
So I'm
Sebastian
telling
or
Sebastian.
Reed, which one of you wants a comm bead?
I'll take it.
All
Right.
Hey guys, we're out of the cell. We're headed that way. We had to rough up 2 guards, but nobody's, out of commission forever.
Yes, we are past the original guards and going into the evidence locker.
Okay, we'll try and rendezvous. We gotta get out of here quickly, though. There's also a drunk
Why?
ghost causing a bit of a scene.
Are you kidding me?
A portly half-elf is in front of you guys at the evidence locker. They're writing stuff down on a bunch of forms, and they look up kind of like haphazardly at you. Yes, how can I help you?
Hello, here to sign out some inventory.
Do you work here?
Yes, and Reed passes over the document.
All right. I'm going to have you make a sway roll. And I'm also going to impose a little... Actually, no. I'm not going to do anything yet. We'll see how you roll. Let's do a sway roll, and we'll say it's
Risky standard.
We'll say it's risky great, because you got captain's ID.
Yeah. No bonus die. Okay.
Okay. Partial effect. We'll say that this has great effect. And you show them the badge, and you say, yes, my name is Reed, and I'm here to steal all your stuff.
I say that?
You do, and then you
Because
look at
there's a
Sebastian, who
fucking
is jaw
Ring
dropped,
of truth.
and there is a
God damn
zone
it.
of truth underneath of you
Excuse
guys. But that you didn't notice before. The guy looks at the ID and then looks back at you, and is slightly confused. I'm gonna say that you're now in a desperate position.
Awesome.
Ron
whoops.
Swanson giving piece of paper going, I have a permit.
Yeah.
It
Alright.
just says I have a
Whatever I
permit.
want.
I can do whatever I want.
Alright.
Make sure it encompasses
With-
both you guys.
I love the audacity. Well, it went smooth all the way up. Now, how about you just show us the way to these items that we're looking for, and I'm just gonna point a freaking crossbow at his face.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds
We'll call
alright.
that a command.
Come
This is a desperate command roll.
Alright. Might as well push. Desperate. Go. Standard. Go. Bonus die 1. Submit. Okay, thank God.
Ooh, a 6. All right. Mark off your XP. The
Oh, yeah.
clerk drops their pen and holds their hands up. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't realize that we were dealing with professionals. Right this way. Gets up and starts fumbling with the keys and opens the evidence locker for you guys.
Oh,
Come
wonderful.
with
You've
us,
been.
please.
Sorry. What did you say, Reed?
I don't want to leave this guy behind to go and run for help, so he's
Yeah,
gonna
we
keep
gotta
coming
not-
with us.
Oh, he's coming
Yeah.
with you guys. Sure, hostage.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Hell
why
yeah,
not?
dog. All right, you look around in the locker. Your friends have also caught up with you at this point, we will say.
Can we have gotten our stuff back?
I'll say that you guys, like, you have you now have increased load. We'll say that your load went from light to normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hello there. Have you met our new friend Arjanaut? He is the desk clerk assisting us with this heist.
I'm being very
He knows
cooperative.
Nothing.
Yes,
he
you
knows
are.
nothing that's gonna happen afterwards, right?
Oh no, he knows nothing. He knows that if he does anything to get anyone else's attention, that this crossbow is going to end up in his skull. Isn't that right, my dear?
He gulps. You found all your stuff, but this gauntlet is nowhere to be found.
Hey, Arjanaut, where's this gauntlet that
The-
was taken from the quiet?
The gauntlet?
Shadowy, wispy, creepy.
Yes.
Oh, please don't kill me. But that
It's up
was
to you.
that was taken out of evidence. I'm telling the truth. Look, I'm in a zone of truth.
Bye.
Hold on. No, I'm in a zone of truth. Look, we're all in the circle together. The gauntlet was taken away. One of the Acanthless soldiers took it to be destroyed. It was considered unholy. It's been taken to the disenchantment chamber by someone named. It was checked out by, and he goes like through his papers. Yes, Valdred took it out. Captain Valdred.
Excuse me? Did you just say Valdred?
Yes, Captain Valdred.
Looks at Zofia.
What? Oh.
I assume you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's my
no.
ally.
Yeah.
It's your mentor that is now your
Yeah.
rival.
Things gotten a lot more complicated. Anyway, well, time
Don't-
for you to escort us to this disembowelment chamber.
Yeah, just don't look him in the eye. Maybe he won't recognize you in your normal, everyday, we wear this all the time garb.
I look fabulous. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. You can't always look fabulous on these jobs. You and Reed, you're gonna get us all in trouble.
Yeah, but I'm.
Me? My my costume is perfect. I am
And
a
mine is-
professional.
All right, well, professionally get it dirty. All right, let's go.
But the
Before we
evidence.
go, could I say we had part of what was confiscated was some other clothing, so we can at least change our appearance a little bit?
Sure, that'll increase your load. Or sorry,
Yeah.
that'll cost load.
That's fine. So I'll say alternate clothing, so at least it won't be as easy to recognize as fast.
Oh, you wear that. I'm not doing that.
That's fine.
The
Alright.
what Arjanaut says, the disenchantment chamber. It's down the hall. You can't miss it. You have to go up a few set of stairs, but you can't miss it.
Okay,
Thank
no,
you.
we're
You've been
going.
very helpful. I'm gonna knock him upside the head to knock him out.
Okay.
He falls
Good.
over.
We'll just adjust him and put him in the chair, make it look like he was reading a paper
Yeah.
and fell asleep.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, you guys head down the hallway.
Yeah.
Along the way, you guys encounter. We will say that Valdred is there in front of the disenchantment chamber. It seems he's just talking to some of his other fellow Leaf Crown guards.
How many they got there?
It's just him and two other folks. One of them's wearing a helmet and one's not.
Can I trip Sebastian so that way he has to crawl on the ground now past whatever this little viewing area is?
I'm okay. And I was gonna say fake documents requisition form from the Church of
That's right.
Hieronius.
Oh, all right. Well,
And-
if you want to go in.
Say that the church wants to investigate this a little bit more thoroughly because it is an unholy artifact. They don't want it disenchanted just yet. They want to track down who enchanted it.
Okay, so Reed, you're approaching.
I'm approaching with forged documents that I'm going to say I flash back that I had prepared.
Okay. We will say that this is going to. that the forged documents are going to increase the effect. So it'll have
Okay.
great effect if this goes through.
Okay. So
You head up to Valdred. He's got like perfect hair, a chiseled jawline, and perfectly polished armor, and a great blue cloak with the symbol of Elore on it.
Remember, Reed, it's not that perfect.
It's again.
He sucks
My
so bad.
Chris's description is just like a Chad McChattington. And he's just like, no, he's not. He's like a crying soy jack face. Like,
He's
"No,
not
he's
perfect."
Chad."
Okay. Okay. What am I rolling?
We would definitely call this sway. We'll see
Okay.
what you roll before we actually role play.
Sway. Risky.
Risky, great.
And I'd like to push myself because this is important.
Sure, +1 die.
Oh yeah. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Awesome. That sounds like you do it. He turns towards you. How can I help you today? You don't look like a normal... Oh, a captain. Of course. They salute you with their hand over their heart.
I return the salute, Captain. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm afraid that I have to take that from you and bring it to the Church of Hieronius.
Really? I was not informed. Did
It was a
you
very
hear...
recent decision.
Did you hear anything about this? I don't want to do anything before... I don't want to break protocol or anything. He turns to the one of the knights that doesn't have their helmet on. He goes, well, I'll check. Why don't you hand those documents to me? And you hand it to Commander Arn.
Oh, fuck.
That's a
Hey,
bad.
buddy.
He gives all his keywords to everyone else.
You must be new. I haven't seen you around, Captain.
There was some recent vacancies, apparently. So, yes, recent transfer. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We're going to have them look over the documents. What is everybody else doing at this point? Is anybody
Hiding.
just hiding?
I am preparing a grappling hook just in case.
Just in case.
This goes wrong. I'm gonna grapple hook the gloves and yoink them out of there.
I'm preparing Stinking Cloud in case we need to run, so that I can block off their corridor.
All right.
Someone also find a window that we can grappling hook out of.
I can just run through. We have a clear hallway.
Okay.
We'll figure it out when we get to it.
All right. Just making sure nobody's gonna assist or anything, but we're gonna
We
probably
aren't
call
disguised very well to assist.
we're gonna call this a study roll, making sure that you've crossed your T's and dotted your I's on this document.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Was anybody
Um,
helping you when you were making the forged document?
Probably
Please?
me, since I was in the planning stage. So I'll just assist.
Okay,
thank you.
+1 die.
Risky standard.
We're gonna call this desperate standard.
Hey, XP.
Oh, thank you.
That is a partial success.
It's not failure.
We'll say that increases the suspicion. Increases by 1. Well, everything seems to be in order. Very well. I look forward to seeing you on the force, Captain. I have high expectations of all of my Grey Guards. Especially since I used to be their leader, their captain.
I've heard many, many tales. Thank you so much for your service.
Of course, you as well. Valdred, don't you have... Yes, of course. I will continue the investigation. I'm tracking down those... those smack and jacks that have been involved in various events throughout the city. I come to understand it that someone I know is among them. I had to
Yes, and he's
stop.
incredibly handsome.
I had to stop training him. The guy was a goddamn sociopath. And
Oh,
it seems like he's turned to a life of crime. It's my mission to take him in. and his crew. Anyway, good day, Captain Reed.
It's good to know one's enemy.
All right.
Good day
good-
and good luck on your hunt.
Good luck, Inspector Zenigata.
Loophole!
Congratulations, Seb. You're popular.
Oh, yes, I'm popular, right? With mediocre man and his mediocre face.
All right, you guys.
You're just upset his face is more symmetrical than yours.
It's
Reed
stupid
strides
hair.
by.
It's a very handsome face. It's very punchable.
You guys head
It's
into the disenchantment chamber, which is now open. Inside, it is a big, wide open area with a dais on one end of the of this chamber. There's a bunch of priests that are all like chanting in a circle around this shadowy object that's emitting this black, inky energy that just dissipates into the ether as it gets further away from the gauntlet on a plinth in the center of the chamber. They continue their chanting.
Reed calls out to interrupt. It's like, please hold. I apologize to interrupt, but I need to take this to the Church of Hieronymus.
They continue their chant. It seems like they are intent on destroying this artifact, and they are in the throes of a spell.
Can I try and counter spell or disrupt it?
Well, counterspell's a 3rd level spell, but you could do whatever you want to try to disrupt it.
I don't think silence is a 3rd level spell.
No, but
Could
it's
I
also
use
not a
my-
cantrip.
Damn it.
Well, remember, I can basically cast a spell with the thing and take stress.
Yeah, you
Usually it's
can
lightning
torrent.
bolt. Instead of hypnotic pattern or stinking cloud, would you let me cast silence?
So it's normally a burst of energy to either hinder or harm.
Well, would you let me do hypnotic pattern or stinking cloud, which would interrupt them?
Or how about this?
Because that does say on the thing.
I
those are
assume. How
hindering
about
ones.
this? I assume that the place is lit by like candles or whatever, right?
Sure.
So can't he just like knock over like a candle holder or something, like basically cause a scene or like knock an object into one of the casters? It should cause a disruption of some kind.
I mean, sure. That would not need your ability. If you used your ability, it would probably disrupt everybody in the room. But it just needs to be flavored with necromancy, because you're a necromancer. So it would probably be like ghosts coming out.
Yeah, I
Cast
could-
chill touch.
yeah, I mean, I could always just chill touch the candles over whatever.
Just
Okay.
need- yeah,
Alright.
just knock something over. Just we don't need like a grandiose explosion of
Okay.
spell disruption.
So you're not
Speak for
pushing yourself. Let's call this an attune roll.
Okie dokie. Ba-doop. And I'm saving those stresses if I need to use the explosion. Shit!
1, 2, 3. Eyes on me.
They don't pay attention to the candles at all.
They have stopped the. They have not stopped the ritual. One of them, however, has turned towards you and is shouting, "Please, this cannot be ceased. You must leave this chamber."
Wait, how many priests are there?
We'll say that there's many.
Oh, then maybe I should have just done a stinking cloud. I thought it was just one person.
Well, this would have disrupted them if you had succeeded, but
Okay.
instead
Either
it
way,
didn't.
because it was a mass ritual. One person
Mhm.
fucking up is enough to screw it all.
You can bottle at someone's head while they're talking.
Halt
no,
in the
this
name
is-
of Hieronymus! And
Okay,
Reed
no,
throws
no.
himself at the gauntlet.
Are we actually? Oh, no, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pull on them back. It's like, are we actively engaging now?
Unless you want them to destroy it.
Okay. Okay. So is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, grappling hook. I said this first, so
Sure.
grappling hook. Yeah.
Yeah, you set this up, not game mechanic wise, but you pull out a grappling hook, which takes load, and you launch it towards the gauntlet. Let's say that this is a precise shot at a distance. Let's call it a hunt roll.
God damn, I'm so fucking bad at these rolls.
I'm hunting for magic items.
Okay, risky, and then the standard. I'm going to stress myself for one she'll die.
Oh.
Eesh.
That's a partial success. I'm gonna say that you got the gauntlet. You pulled it out of the ritual zone. The priests stop chanting, and there's a flash of light, a flare, if you will, as they all start like exclaiming, like, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And then a magical guardian appears. It rises forth from the ground to block the entrance. A guardian of faith now blocks your path.
Great.
It is
You guys deal with
glowing
that.
and shining and wielding a great white sword. Great wings emerge from its back, and it is crackling with the electricity of Hyronius. Who wants it?
Those things we know attack people that are in it. Do they attack spirits? Could I just yeet ghosts at it?
I don't think. Ugh.
I mean, you
Could've
could
been
eat a
something
ghost
up
at
from
it,
the
but
evidence locker and then use that.
well,
That'd be like a flashback.
I would call that a flashback. What do you want to do?
I want to run. I don't want to. This thing's big and I'm hurt.
It is blocking the exit.
We have to
No.
deal with it somehow. I mean, if you want me to, because I don't think you can damage Guard in the Faith mechanically very.
Well, you could in
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate. We'll see.
Okay, would you let me then just shoot a lightning bolt at it?
I would not be opposed to you shooting a lightning bolt at it.
All right, I'll
Shrink
just.
it.
I'll,
Make it
I'll-
smaller.
I don't have that. My ability, I'll pace what I can do. I can basically cast the fireballs, lightning bolts, or sticking cloud or hypnotic pattern. So that's why I was like, zap it or.
I'm going to
not,
say
so-
that you hold your hands out like a Kamehameha and you blast it with necromantic energy. You are draining the life force that is keeping this thing afloat, basically countering its positive energy with negative.
Grab the thing! I yell as I'm doing this.
I already got it.
Okay, we gotta get going.
Yeah, we'll say that it is completely draining the thing and at least holding it off enough for you guys to escape. Let's say, well, it's already pushing you, so you do take 2 stress.
Yeah, I have 1 stress space left. Do you want me to roll for any other effects or anything?
I don't think so. I think this is just
Okay.
going to take care of this.
All right.
It's magic. You've done the thing.
Done
Uh,
the magic.
It was one big enemy, and you've essentially done 2 damage to it, which was enough to kill it. Or at least hinder it enough for you guys to make your escape. The priests are now going after you guys with sacred flames and whatnot. What are you guys doing to make your escape?
Oil slick. Do an oil slick, please.
Okay, fine. Oil slick. Good job.
All right,
Why
you
you
create an
racist?
oil slick. You throw it off behind you. A sacred flame erupts the oil, and now the entire hallway is lit ablaze.
Shit. Just wanted them to slip.
Well,
Okay, from now on,
If
you
they're
don't need to
behind
make
us, maybe.
ideas.
They are
I mean,
behind
I
you.
think that stopped them.
right.
Yeah.
So we created a barrier between us and them, right?
Yeah. You
Yes.
get away
right.
from the priests. I'm going to increase your suspicion because you caused a fire in
I would
the
say
police
so.
station.
I was trying to be subtle for once, and in the end, I still made fire.
How reckless.
To be
I'm
fair,
so
you didn't
proud
make
of
the
you.
fire. They made the fire.
We
All right.
didn't start the fire. It was always burning as the world was turning.
As they start to struggle to figure out what's happening, I'm going to say that there are 2 more Leaf Crown guards near the entrance to the place. They're blocking your escape. They realize that something's amiss. So let's get rid of this.
Sophia, would you like to join me in smashing these skulls?
And maybe grabbing their nuts and slinging them over the
Are
head.
these the guys who thought Reed was hot?
Yes.
Let them live. I was like, I want my pants.
Guards! A fire was started in the disenchantment chamber. Please, they need assistance. I give you permission to leave your post.
All right. This is going to be a command.
Yeah.
Yep.
Captain.
We'll
Um,
say that since you've dealt with these guys before, we'll call this a controlled position.
Okay, so, but is it risky or desperate?
It's controlled. Sorry. It's a controlled
Oh,
position.
got it. I don't think I've ever rolled a controlled one before.
Yeah, we don't
No, you
get
guys
those.
are usually on the risky end.
So Standard.
Just means we can try it again if you fail.
Basically.
Okay, standard effect.
Yep.
Like
Okay,
that.
you failed. They're like, "Oh, what are these other people doing? Aren't those prisoners?
No.
Fire is spreading.
Sophia, make a sway check.
Really?
You're in a desperate position. Or risky position now.
You're actually gonna make me do sway? It was just a joke.
Yes, you said no.
Fuck.
No jokes, only roleplay.
3 XP.
Is it desperate?
Alright,
No,
I'll-
risky.
No, risky.
Damn it. No, it's
I'll
worth it more if
assist.
it was desperate.
Sebastian's
I'll assist
assisting.
and say that they are.
They're
going
being
to be-
transported.
What do you call it? No, assistants or snitches or whatever.
Oh, they were snitches.
Informants?
Informants.
Informants. Yes. Confidential informants. They need to come with us. Blah blah blah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that
It's actually pretty good.
I'm also injured, so maybe he'll take pity on me.
yeah. I think I'm going
This
to
burly woman. Oh, I'm so weak.
I'm so weak. I'm gonna increase your suspicion one more time, I think. But that's not enough to fully increase it. So I'm gonna say that this basically has a null effect. They're very suspicious of you, and they do recognize your faces now, and that you were working together. So this is probably gonna affect you later, if anything. But the guards nod at each other. Yeah, maybe she'll like us. I mean, they'll like. Which one? I don't know.
Maybe
You can get the
maybe
left
he'll
one.
Step on me.
They run off and go to fight the fire to serve their overlords, and they disappear. You guys have escaped with the gauntlet.
Yay.
And this
did
is
it.
why I will never do an encore roll.
Damn it. I was kind of hoping that I'll get to wear the gauntlet once, but guess not.
All right, so looks like we can do another downtime.
Yay!
Hooray!
Well, let's talk reward first.
That's
You got the
true.
gauntlet.
So you got the gauntlet. Now here's the thing. The gauntlet does have abilities. It'll cost like a load to use it. It imparts supernatural strength, but slowly causes madness. It is a Shadowfell gauntlet. While worn, you have -1 to your position, so your position is always reduced by 1. But you have +1 die to skirmish rolls.
Well, we were gonna give it away anyway, right? We did do it for a job.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
some other stuff out of it too.
But wouldn't this be cool for Sophia?
I'm going to tell you exactly how this affects things. I'm just pasting it in the chat. So, you're going to get 6 coin anyway from the job.
Okay.
That's from just stuff that you picked up along the way. If you sell the gauntlet, you're going to get an extra 2 coin. If you sell it back to the quiet, you're going to get an extra 4 coin.
Sell it back to the quiet. Like
If we
it
sell
was-
it back to,
yeah,
we sell
it
it back
was
to the
the
client,
job.
we can also get the info,
Curry
which is
favor?
also important.
Yep, it'll also make them not hate you as much. It'll reduce your bad
Yeah.
reputation with them.
I like
So we
that.
can
Okay with
we
that.
can destroy them later.
Or like we should not be unreliable to our clients at the very least. We should screw over everyone else, but not our clients.
They weren't necessarily a client. You guys were just doing this because you wanted to steal it. But now
yeah,
that
you
you
all know
have
I
it,
was talking about the quiet being bad, so this is more so just like keeping tabs on them.
We're criminals. So everyone that we are bad. So
Yeah.
don't give a
We're
shit about
scoundrels.
morale.
We just
Yes,
want to make
but
sure we're fucking people over on
Criminals
our
are
terms.
criminals are usually superstitious, and if there's one thing superstitious, it's ghost telling
All
you
right,
the place is
Batman.
bad. Hey, are we superstitious? I figured we would. be
you're a
at this
little
point.
stitious.
You're superstitious because
You're
you control
superstitious.
fucking ghosts.
What about
I'm
Reed
a-
and Sebastian?
Nah.
Well,
Reed
I get-
believes in the theater, and if you tell him good luck before a job, he will hiss at you.
See, superstitious.
Macbeth.
Exactly.
Stop saying Macbeth.
So I'm I'm going to say that if you're selling it back to the Quiet, their reputation goes back to neutral instead of them disliking you. You guys are going to get a total of 10 coin then if you sell it to them.
That's also
Yeah.
I
We
think,
can
I think
actually
we do
hold on
that.
to that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
each of you gets 2 coin.
I like that.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, also, you guys went up in tier. I forgot to mention this.
And we can add stuff to our stash.
Yeah, you get 2 plus the new tier in stash. So you guys all get 3 stash. Which is next to your coin. I think.
So
Yeah.
What does stash do exactly?
Stash improves your general, like,
retirement.
it's your retirement fund. It's basically how
Ah.
you win at Blades when your character
Okay.
retires.
Before you retire due to trauma. Okay.
Yes. The other thing is that your stash also dictates your like lifestyle. Not just your lifestyle after your life of crime, but like during it. Your lifestyle quality is a tier equal to 1/10 of your stash. So right now your quality is 0, which makes sense. You're temps for an L, so.
Or minimum wagers.
But you can always, during downtime, put any amount of money into your stash. You can take it back out at a 2-for-1, like, exchange rate.
So 2 stash to 1 coin.
Yeah. But
Okay.
if you're putting stuff in, then it's 1-to-1.
Ah, okay.
You're opening your 401k early. There are
Yeah,
penalties.
so don't pull out of your stash if you can help it.
Mm.
If anything, this is a good time to put 1 coin in your stash so you still have spending money.
Yeah. Just put a little bit in every time. All right. Crew XP. Smash and grab. I'd say this was more of a deception because that was. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah,
did
this-
smash and grab.
Yeah.
I think that's an argument
It
too.
devolved into that, unfortunately.
Okay, so we'll call it a smash and grab. Did this bolster your rep? I would say it did. Leaf Crown is tier 5. You get reputation equal to the difference. So that's 4 plus 2. You get 6 reputation. Just
Before we
upgrade
sold
that.
off the gauntlet, could I have done like a little bit of like arcane study it on it or anything?
Oh yeah, you can have that opportunity.
We do know what it does, though.
Yeah, you know what it
It's
does.
more so to figure out lore stuff or
You
even.
can absolutely figure out lore. That'll be a study roll. If you
Okay.
want to do that while I'm figuring out crew XP, you can. So you bolstered your rep. You did a smash and grab. You contended with challenges above your
Partial
tier.
success.
And the true nature of the crew. Is your crew to be friends with everybody? Because you're like doing this for the Quiet?
No.
We did it for
No.
money. We got the
No,
most
we're-
money out of it.
True.
Mercenaries. We don't necessarily have friends or foes. It's whatever benefits us the best.
Also,
Okay.
Sold it off for
we
the
are
most.
honorable to our client, at the very least.
So I'm going to say that you guys are savvy and honorable mercenaries. That at least gives you guys like a kind of
Yeah, we are
an
mercs.
oeuvre of
We're
work.
100% mercs.
We're
Okay.
savvy as in we want to get paid, and we're honorable as we finish our contract.
So I'm going to say you get 4 XPs from this. Which is pretty good. All right. Okay. So there is a tithe. So you did this on the Leaf Crown's turf. That's going to cost you. So it'll either cost you their tier -1 in coin, so 4 coin.
Oof.
Or else I start a clock that is Leaf Crown patience.
Do you want to do the clock?
I kind of want to do the clock.
All
What
right.
What if one of us just goes to jail?
No, that's
What if
different.
someone? Okay, so it's not heat.
Yeah, this is a tithe for the territory.
If it
So-
gets too high, they start raiding us.
We'll put it in the long-term projects area. So there's now a little clock, and we'll give it 1 tick.
That's Inspector Zenigata slowly realizing he missed Lupin.
Yeah.
What? They were here? Under my nose? Alright, Heat. Contained standard exposure? I don't know necessarily.
We blew up a Guardian of Faith and then made a wall of fire out of oil.
You know, it was
And-
pretty contained. I don't think anybody outside the Leaf Crown could even know this happened. They could probably even just say that nothing happened, and nobody would know.
Oh yeah, it could be contained if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Keep it at least into their ranks to not cause any issues. Because it would look bad on them to be stolen from.
That's true.
So their captains could know, but nobody else.
Yeah. We'll say that it's standard exposure, but it was a high-profile target, so that'll still give you +1 heat. It happened on hostile turf. I would say that Leaf Crown's hostile towards you. No killing was involved, so this is...
Except for that poor Guardian of Faith.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, so this is 4 heat. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
You burning?
Yeah, y'all are burning. That's enough for 1 overflow as well, so we will give you 1 wanted level.
Oh no.
Fine,
What
you're
happens if
you're
the
doing
wanted
blades
level-
as intended.
What
Yep.
happens when wanted level goes to 4? Do we just... Are we executed?
No, it just means that I'm rolling 4 dice every time there's an entanglement, which means that there's more of a chance that somebody's going to get arrested, which brings down your wanted level. Speaking of entanglements, let's do it. Let's see who gets arrested. We're rolling 1 die per wanted level, which is 2 now.
Weren't you here like an hour ago? Yeah, I'm back.
4.
I thought you were an
Okay,
informant.
your heat is 0 to 3. Rivals or the Unquiet Dead? Neutral faction threatens you, a friend, or a contact, or a vice purveyor. Forfeit 1 rep or 1 coin per rival tier. Or just take -1 faction status. Huh. Well, you're friends with the Quiet now. The only people that hate you are the Urzat's Armory and the Vintners.
The
Let-
Leaf Crown, maybe?
What about the ones we beat up a minute ago?
Oh, it says a neutral faction threatens
Oh,
you.
okay.
Okay. So, we're maybe gonna say that we'll say that the Stingerbacks, since they're neutral with you, and they kind of know about your activities. No, actually, let's have the Merchants Consortium come after you.
Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's have Lark show up.
You wanted to
Sheesh.
buy the damn gauntlet. That's what you wanted. It's a cursed item. It fits her MO.
Yeah, she says, I would have loved to have that gauntlet. You goddamn son of a bitch. I didn't realize you were in town. Or had any power here.
How many people's lives you ruined lately?
Plenty. And yours is just the start. Listen, I know all about your little scheme. You guys are right next door to the Merchants Consortium. You think that we didn't take notice?
Honestly, I just like Danelle's shop.
Listen, either let us take the reputation for taking that gauntlet, or pay us a little bit of tax, we'll call it. Or else you'll be enemies with the Merchants Consortium, and I don't know if you want that.
If I can pay you to fuck off, I will. I'll give her a coin.
It's not a coin.
That's not a coin?
No, it's per rival tier.
Oh god. How much is it?
Let me check. I think they're pretty up there. Okay, they're 3.
Spending all of our money.
So it's either 3 coin or 3 rep.
I'll spend my own.
Okay. You pay Lark 3 rep. It's been a pleasure doing business with you again. At least I know that you can see reason. Stay out of trouble, dead man. Lark leaves. She doesn't even listen to your response.
I let the party know that I took care of it.
That was mighty generous of you, Tiny Tim.
They don't, as I said before, do not get involved with them right now. Even if they got fancy wares, if Lark's involved, you're gonna get screwed.
Fancy wares?
No,
Well-
don't do that.
What part of it you're gonna get screwed? The curse. That's the whole point. That's her whole shtick. Either you pay for the curse to be removed with her help, or she doesn't have a removal and you just got screwed. Either way. double dip, screwed over, something.
Okay.
That's why she wanted the gauntlet in the first place, but we got a better deal from the Quiet.
Okay, something to keep in mind eventually.
All right, Tim, you find some occult lore. Lark is oddly enough able to have pointed you in the right direction. She lets something slip about the name of the gauntlet and calls it the Shadowfell Gauntlet. You kind of narrow your eyes, and now that you have a place to look, you start studying. The occult lore is rather intense. It requires you taking some harm, so I'm going to ask you to try and resist it if possible.
Okay.
Or you can just take the harm being, we'll call it Eldritch Knowledge.
You know what? I haven't taken a trauma yet. Let's see what happens.
Oh, you're gonna take stress?
I'm gonna take the stress. I'm gonna see if I can either take no stress or take enough to go into trauma.
All right, let's resist. We'll call it an insight resist, sorry.
Insight resist?
Yes.
Shoot.
This is a little
Reroll that.
different than like a physical harm thing, I think.
Oh, that was even better.
Okay, you take no stress. You manage to filter out some of the Eldritch Knowledge, kind of using your spiritual mediums to take on the unnecessary or damning things that otherwise would harm your psyche. This is a part of an entire set of cursed armor. And if somebody wears the entire set of armor, it consumes their body and turns them into a living shadow, giving them immense power, but at a cost of their soul and their humanity. So, from your estimations, the Quiet are probably in possession of the other pieces. And now that they have all of them, they probably used it. This means that they have a creature in their midst that is completely loyal to them, known as a shade. It feeds on darkness and it travels within it. I'm going to have one more roll tonight. We're going to have one more roll tonight, and I'm going to have you guys gather some information on the Quiet. Let's do a study or a consort or a survey, what have you. Who wants it?
Study, consort, or survey. Okay, I suck at all of those, so.
I
you guys go ahead.
can. I'm decent at consort.
Okay, Reed, you want to ask around?
Yeah, and also, I had enough desperate rolls for my resolve to fill up the thing. So does that mean I get another pip?
You do get another pip.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, congratulations.
Because I'm getting another pip in the resolve section, I'm gonna make my consort a little bit better.
Nice.
Yay!
So risky standard.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, you do it. You discover that the Quiet has in fact already used it. Apparently it was part of the original reason that the Leaf Crown raided them, due to the effects of the ritual cursing an entire household with the creation of this shade. You've also found the identity of the person who was turned. They have stopped showing up in like criminal circles and whatnot. But worst of all, it was a powerful mind mage known as Veldrin. They already had a nickname, the Nightshade, but it looks like it's become literal now. Ebenezer, that's your rival.
Oh. So that's what Psychonaut is. It's like, you know what? He's harmless. He'll be fine.
He's a mind mage that now has the power over the darkness.
Great.
And he
And
hates you.
I just flick a lighter. It's like I was like, I'll be fine.
Recklessness showing.
And I'm gonna say that he does show up no sooner that you learn this information, Ebenezer. He shows up in your dreams, a specter haunting you. He reminds you of the arcane tech that you stole from him so long ago. He wants revenge, and he's gonna get it. and you're not gonna sleep until he does.
So you have to do it or you're gonna be cursed.
All right. Crew, XP for you guys. You guys want to do any of that or downtime activities, and then we'll call that
Yeah.
a night.
Could I go
Sure.
first with the mine real quick? Since I got
Yeah,
you
sure.
going.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
of course.
So indulge vice.
Oh, you cut out.
He's indulging his
indulge
vice. He cleared out 1 stress. He cleared out 2
cleared out
stress.
2. I am in a bad spot with no money. Okay. And okay, I didn't roll any desperate actions. I used arcane power twice, especially with that thing. I don't really think I did number 2, express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, did I? Not really.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
And then struggle with vice, harm, or trauma. Not really. I tried to get a trauma, but I actually didn't.
Damn it.
All right, so just 2 pips. All right, that's about it for me.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get going, guys.
Of course. Have a good night, Dan.
Have a good night. Take care.
All right. Ebenezer, how about you now?
Okay, so I didn't do any desperate action. The tech challenge, the technical skill or mayhem. I guess the only thing that's technical is the lockpick break, and then the
I would say that
Um,
counts.
yeah, and I think that's like the only thing that was like and the grappling hook, I guess.
I'd call that technical, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the 2 technical things I've done. No heritage or belief background stuff. Now we're gonna get into it because you revealed it. And then the vice, harm, and trauma. Like, only thing close is like I tried not to be reckless, but I don't know if that counts or not. That's basically about it. But probably not. But so I think I'm just gonna stick with the 2.
Okay. I think that's agreeable. Sophia.
Switch over so I can just put it anywhere. Is basically what's going on. I managed to level up, so it's like.
Oh yeah, you can put those things any. Wait, what are you talking about?
So the bottom one, the playbook advancement, I just cleared through the. I finished.
That means you get a new ability.
Okay. So new ability. Special abilities. Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, then I'll just pick one after looking through these. You guys can move on.
All right, Sophia.
I guess I'm gonna go heal. Because I still have minor wounds. Or I have harm.
All right, so we'll call that the physiker then. That's gonna be
Please,
3d6.
Best friends with this guy.
All right, that's 3. So you only heal one slice.
Sure. One slice is better than none, I guess. You know what? Let's just do it one more time. Can I try healing more?
Yeah, you spend a lot of time with Tomas. And this time you heal 3 pips, and it'll carry over if you have more stuff to heal.
Well, that might actually be. That might be enough for 2 for what I got. Let's see. No, I'm short by 1. But it clears that 1. Cool. Sweet. Thank you.
Very nice. All right, Reed.
Okie dokie. So I've already done the every time you roll a desperate action.
Yeah.
Address a challenge with deception or influence. I was lying like a rug. I
Oh,
deserve
yeah.
an Emmy.
You sure were.
So is
You
that
were
one?
lying? I believed you.
I think you did it twice.
Yeah.
So I'd call that 2.
Okay, so that's 2. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. The theater.
Truth?
And you struggled with issues from your vice, harm, or traumas. Nope.
All right,
So,
yeah, I think I'd
3
agree with all
total?
those.
And that puts me over, so I get a new special ability.
Awesome. Are you doing anything with your downtime activities?
Yes, I would like to try and shop a little bit with some retail therapy. But first, a question. What would be the most useful? Take 2 stress to roll your best action rating while performing a different action. Say how you adapt your skill to this use.
It's pretty
So that-
versatile.
very versatile, or the one that I'm very curious about. At the end of each downtime phase, you earn +2 stash.
I mean, if you feel like having a good lifestyle, then stash is probably the one you want.
I mean, I'm a luxury bitch, so. But I think early phases, Rook's Gambit, with the versatility would be best. So that's what I'll take.
And again, if you're gonna start accruing stash, might as well start early.
Oh, fuck off! You're right.
Investment. College, saving up for college starts early as possible.
That is true. Okay, done.
Now you get to be a real pimp. Now you get
Oh,
to
money, money, money.
Oh,
Okay.
money indeed.
So I'm going to indulge my vice.
Welcome back to the jewelers. Brazier has
Hello.
gems for you.
Oh, Truzier, I adore you so much.
Don't they all? We share a common interest, which is others' interests. But still, nothing finds your fancy?
I don't know. I used to be quite the magpie, but now I want to curate my collection, I suppose. I'll let you know what I think, but I do feel so much better.
You have to clear out the closet. I understand. But come back any time that you need help.
Always, always.
Alright, you clear out 4 stress total from your shopping bender.
No, but I have disadvantage.
Yeah, 4 total. So 2 and 2.
Oh,
one.
shit.
Sorry, one of those was C.
What was mine? Yeah, sorry, I too.
Okay.
While you guys are role playing, I thought I could sneak in a roll. So when I could just
Okay,
get
yeah.
it later.
It was sure
I only
sneaky.
want to do 2. Okay,
Okay.
I'm done.
Awesome. Then Sebastian, it's you.
Yeah, so I know I expressed my background with Valdred, so that's one.
That's true.
You addressed a challenge with violence or coercion. I know I did it once, but did I do it twice? Or no?
Yeah, you coerced one person. Definitely.
Alright, and violence never really,
I don't think
besides
violence
knocking
came
out the
up.
same guy, but
Yeah, that wasn't really like
yeah, probably
solving
not.
a problem.
So
that was
just 2
not even a
total.
rule. Yeah, it's
Alright,
fine.
and then indulge vice. Because I know I didn't do anything with the vice, harm, or trauma, so... Oh, thank God.
Oh, beautiful.
And I didn't even overindulge that time. Alright, that was a good bath. And then I'm just gonna, I think, train for the last one. And
Okay.
just, it's prowess we get the additional, right?
Prowess is the additional training, yeah.
Alright, so I fill that one out and I get a pip. So just put my 4th into skirmish and be done with it.
All right. You start hearing about this, like while you're taking your baths, you're just chatting with the other patrons and whatnot. You start hearing word that there's a new, sort of celebrity that's been hanging around all the bars. Apparently quite the performer.
Really?
Yeah. You don't really know anything about them. You just know that they're quite popular and almost more popular than perhaps you. But
Excuse
nobody's really heard of you necessarily. Just
Not really, no.
But-
Wait, what? Everyone's heard of me.
well, no, your reputation is like a 1 on
Shit.
a scale of 1 or 0 to 5.
New city, my boy.
But this new bard
Whiz.
is a whiz with the loot. And they've been touring all of the taverns all across Elore, and I think that it's making you a little jealous.
A little? A lot, probably.
Hmm.
It's like that bard in The Witcher. And Jaskier's like,
Yeah.
oh, God damn it, not him.
Of note, they're actually a Yuan-ti. They're known for wearing a green coat. And they also are purportedly a member of a different faction than the Green Bloods. Weirdly enough, you'd think that they were a member of the Corellans Crusade, which is notably anti-non-elf, pro-elf.
Ah, those guys again.
Which is weird that there's a Yuan-ti in their ranks. But there are always class traitors.
So you're gonna have like a sing off with him, right? Or like some
I'm
sort
thinking
of
about
like.
lower gas prices.
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge him to a duel, and the duel is gonna be loot v loot.
Loot v Loot. Their name is
Nice.
Saladri Sistris.
Very snake.
Saladri. There we go. But if you want to seek them out, that's on your own time.
Best.
Last in the... Oh, so we've done everybody's stuff, but I will circle back to Thrazir. Thrazir has some other news for you, Reed. They let slip that you're not the only one suffering with money issues as of late. It seems like the Eloran bank got hit. It was hit by a group known as Brontes. It's run by like a really large half-orc named Brontes.
Oh,
Not very
Okay.
subtle, is this guy?
No, the guy is kind of a Bravo leader, and they just kind of robbed the fucking bank. You don't know how much they paid the Leaf Crown to stay off of them, but everybody seems to know their name now. All right.
oh, interesting.
Well, fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. All right, that's all the rumors that I have to disseminate. Make sure that you keep some notes, because this is probably the last time we're going to play Blades for a little bit, so we're going to be switching back to Genesis.
Oh man, I can't wait for you guys to kill my character. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I mean, the heat is rising as well in Blades, so it's only a matter of time before one of you guys gets fucking arrested, which I can't wait for either.
Me too.
I will make note that if it's gonna be between me and Sebastian, Sophia will always try and, step up and protect her little baby brother.
No, but I want to get
Whine
arrested.
like a little baby about it.
Yeah. 2
Take
minutes
one of the
younger.
other ones. I don't care about them as much.
I mean, technically. I mean,
Take the one with the bad skin, you motherfucker!
Yeah.
I swear to God.
yeah, that's the most guilty looking guy.
Goes into prison, everyone's like, oh, what's wrong with him? What? No, I don't want to catch it.
All right. So we're gonna go back to Genesis next week. I think we're trying to do a one shot that Foodie is gonna be DMing.
Oh, right.
So that's gonna be first, and then we will go into the Genesis Part 2, Arc 2, I guess.
So 2 weeks from now.
I'll let
Yep.
you boogaloo.
2 weeks from now.
Excellent.
All right. Good night, everybody. We will see you guys on Tuesday for art, Thursday for games, and then next Sunday for Genesis One Shot. Also, there's a raffle going on, so if you want to potentially get your character written into or drawn into a book, then show up on Tuesday. All right. We're gonna do a teeny tiny raid and see you then. Bye.
Be well.
Yes.